Buenas tardes, peeps. What's going on? Cajun Brandy, Liz. I see you, Liz. What's up, Mr. What is that, Mangy? What's going on? Angel Philly Boys, what's going on, peeps? Little Rose, what's going on, Little Rose? Good to see everybody. Yeah. Shout out to Jules, Latino and Jules. What's up, Prairie? Good to see you. Okay, I'll give Angel one more chance. He has 60 seconds. Take it easy, man. Yeah, I'm here. I'm good to go. So yeah, shout out to Latino and Jules. They have a great show over there. Obviously, the crash dummy was over there. Actually, you know what? He had a camp slip. And apparently, Mikey got a new haircut. Mikey with your new haircut. I couldn't stop laughing. Business in the front and a party in the back, I guess. You know what I mean? All right, so obviously he was over there causing some havoc, talking some shit. He said a lot. Oh my God, did he say a lot? I actually was there. I actually watched most of it. I didn't watch the beginning, to be honest, but I watched most of it, and it was typical Mikey shit. You know what I mean? What more can I say? So let's get started. Good to see everybody. Hit the like button for Angel Newfound Live React, guys, and let's go. Let's get this party started. All right. ICB, what's going on? ICB, good to see you. Everybody coming in. Mr. B, what's going on, Mr. B? Good to see you. Let me see if this is where Mikey started at.
Oh, come on. My goodness.
Let me see. I want to make sure I don't miss anything.
Stay up.
So he was up there earlier. Okay.
When he moves into,
he was up there. I thought he got. Let me see.
Oh my!
He has a great channel, by the way. I like his.
He was like, man, fuck this shit.
I like his style. I like what he does up there. He has a great co-host. Name is Jules. So, go hit the subscribe button over there. Very decent channel. Talks about everything. News. Has a little. He's not stuck on one topic or anything else. He's all over the place. So. I'll salute that. You know what I mean? He's able to kind of pivot and do different things. So it's all good with that. All right. So let's see when Mikey gets up there. Give me a second. Let's see when Mikey gets up there.
Dolomite. God damn you, Dolomite. Get out of here.
All right. Let me,
son.
Let's not miss one moment.
Always.
Give me a second, please.
Absolute G. Raw. But can't.
All right, I guess we take.
Italian.
I guess we take it from here. I just people get mad at me because I miss a lot of stuff. All right, I think he's playing something here. Let me see. All right. What the hell?
he assumes paying.
He was playing something here. Okay, let me see if it's here.
You
all right.
Tell me to move. All
right.
You feel
my bad, peeps. I thought I had the right timestamp. I guess I didn't.
You in front of a girl. See now,
we're gonna have to play it from here, I guess, because this is kind of glitching a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, we saw that. All right.
He's all the time. You do.
There he is.
All
right.
I'm the one that has to tell my kids to stay quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. He said he's an Olympic sprinter but can't swim.
No, let's watch the rest of this, and we'll pause it in funny moments.
When he calls the cops.
All right. Mikey's not a good react.
Yeah, you heard
what's wrong with Mikey having him up on panel while you're trying to react to things? He doesn't stay quiet long enough for the host to play whatever he wants to play. He interrupts like a son of a bitch. He doesn't stay quiet.
No, listen again.
He's
growing up in New York. All my friends would drink grape soda. All my black friends. Grape soda. It was always Welch's grape.
That is such a how can I don't know? He's generalizing black people, saying that black people drink grape soda. That's kind of yeah. You shouldn't say that, Mike.
God, I swear to God, growing up in New York, all my friends would drink grape soda. All my black friends. They love grape soda. It was always Welch's grape. I'm like, yo.
Thunder Chicken. Thunder Chicken, I got something else for you.
Yeah.
I got something else for you guys. Peep this, especially for you, Thunder Chicken, since you mentioned.
Hey, Eddie, is that you, Eddie? Why you don't have a wrench? Oh no. Okay. What's up, Eddie? How you doing? Shout out to Eddie.
The legend himself, Mr. John Galt.
Thank you for the.
For you. Check this out. Give me a second. Where is it? Oh, come on.
Like people where they're from in the world and stuff, they have behavioral patterns. It is true.
Check this out. You know John Galt, right?
Yeah.
What if we're about to head to the Twilight Zone right now?
What if Mike doesn't make a good co-host? Shut the fuck up. Let the man talk. He's trying to react to something. Jesus Christ.
A different dimension.
Different dimension, bro.
What if? Different dimension.
What if? We're
going through a wormhole to Mars, son. Let's go.
Ready, guys? You guys ready? I want ones in the chats, yo. I want ones in the chats. I want ones in the chat.
What's up, Paul? Shout out to Paul.
Dude. God damn you, Dolomite.
Hey, shout out to Paul, man. Paul put out a great clip today. I was watching it. It was really, really well done. So shout out to Paul. Drop that link that I watched earlier. What's going on, Nova Cat? What's up, sweetie?
God damn you, Dolomite. Get out of here. Get out of here, Dolomite. Get out of here.
I say it. I love John Galt, man.
Boom.
No. Yo.
All right, let's get to the good stuff.
Has a quinoa salad, and sits there with this great credit.
He reacts to some stuff, so let's go a little further up.
White John Galt. White gold. Michelle Pfeiffer, white gold. He'll be in a Bruno Mars song singing John Galt.
Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you. So what else? Like, there's so much stuff going on.
I actually wanted to do a stream the other day. I was saving it, but actually this would be a great conversation starter right now. So I looked up. Give me a second. Let me take this off and actually look it up again and pull it up, right?
Thank you, Paul.
So what is the equivalent of, right? That's what we're looking for. The equivalent reverse version of TDS, right? That's what I asked Google, right? And I'll show you the answers that I gave.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is the reverse equivalent of TDS? Right? So we're gonna get the answer. I have to actually spell the whole Trump derangement bullshit because they won't understand. They will think it's a disease or something.
All right, I'll probably just move some of this up. It's a lot of back and forth, but we all want to.
And then when you get your answer, I have to ask you something man to man because it's fascinating to me. Like this YouTube stuff is fascinating to me. It's literally a case study in human behavior.
Mikey, all you want to do is make it about yourself, bro. Won't you just let the man be, bro? I was watching this, and all along, I'm like, the dude is trying to see if Mike will react to whatever videos he brings up. But Mike wants to take it somewhere else. You know what I mean? He's just unbearable.
It really is. It really is.
No, go ahead. Before I'm just looking this up.
No, you're good. But like literally, like you talk about troll syndrome and stuff like that. It's like people obsessed over other people's lives that they're never going to meet, but they obsess to a point to where they intrude on their personal life. So what compels somebody to get into someone's personal life over some YouTube words? Isn't that person intruding a weak?
He wasn't talking about nothing like he wasn't. That wasn't the topic. He wasn't going that way. You want to make it about that
human being in your eyes?
Yeah.
That's your answer.
I've had people call employers of mine. I have people contacting my family members. I mean,
nobody was talking about that. Nobody was talking about that, but Mikey wants to make it about that.
I mean, I'm not that interesting. Like, there's like 9 or 10 channels about me. I don't know if you know that. It's like it doesn't make any sense why people get
9 or 10 channels, really? Shit. Send me the links, peeps. There's 9 or 10 channels I haven't seen yet.
So invested in other people. Now, sometimes it's for content for some people because they literally have no personality. There's some people, and so they try to piggyback off of other people's content. But
that's what it is.
I mean, I'm just sitting there talking about, this experience I had, when I was my teenager, and they're making a whole video about it. It's what the fuck what is this? Like, these people are in.
So what it is, the opposite of Trump derangement is basically Trump denial syndrome.
Sure.
Okay, that's what it is, right? So I just found it. And basically, this is why I bring this up, right? So I voted for Trump 3 times straight, right? I voted for him.
Why go off script? Follow the lead, Mike. Follow the lead. Why are you going off script? This man doesn't want to talk about your bullshit and people this and people that and trolling. He wants to talk about Trump, and you're just derailing shit.
As you can see, I have him as my avatar. My name is Latino for Trump. So this is the thing, right? When we were in this same spot, right, without the war, at gas prices with Joe Biden, everybody was complaining about gas prices.
I'm gonna just speed it up from time to time.
People were complaining about how. So this is the thing. I have an issue with Trump now because of the high gas prices. Because if I wasn't happy when Joe Biden was doing it,
which is good in a way, but unfortunately it trickles down to us, the taxpayers, to have to pay more for everything. Bro, you ever try to buy a steak lately?
Yeah, but this is the thing, right? So and I know you were going to say that, so that's why I came prepared. That's why I was I've been working on this shit for weeks, right? So you could say that, right? That's awesome. But we have the press secretary, right? And she has stated many times, promises kept, promises made, promises kept. She doesn't say that shit no more. Why you think that?
Sure.
So this is what I'm saying. So those people that still stand and defend him while we were in the same situations with Joe Biden, no any different. Why is that? Like, I just need to explain. Like, because we see people that have TDS and we can easily point it out, right? But can we not point out the TDS also going on?
Mike is not even listening. What he's doing, he's counting how many bottles he's going to drink the rest of the week, how many bottles of vodka. He's not there. He's not all there, if you can tell. You know what I mean? He has a glazed look about himself.
The other way.
It's almost like a mindset. If you look at if you go back and you look at Republican versus Democratic views, Republicans are much more ready to go to war. Democrats are much more ready to negotiate.
Shut up.
Involved in the things that be involved, and Trump is kind of going a little bit war crazy right now. That's just my opinion. I still love the man. He's our president, but he's extending us beyond our ability. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. When you say he's going war crazy,
Mikey usually likes war. He's a warmonger. He loves war. He said in the past, So all of a sudden, just to be agreeable with the host, Trump is doing too much. Okay, whatever.
Talking about like him going to Venezuela and those different types of countries or whatever. Is that
me or Mike?
Kiki, what's going on, Kiki?
Well, if you're asking me, I just think Trump is kind of putting us too much into that war mode. We need to kind of pull back a little bit because we're struggling at home. Our country. We should focus more on our country and not worry about what's going on in other places. But at the same token, we're oil driven, and one of the biggest producers of oil is through that
Vic Deruta.
That strait. Yeah, so it's
about to get crazy. Yeah. It does get crazy in the live stream. Trust and believe me. I watched it. Like I said, I watched it. Not all of it, but most of it.
Honest with you, I think he has these people's tongue. I mean, he has his.
I don't know what the hell is that, but
they were the rudest people ever, So like, I mean, I've never had good interactions with small hats. That's just me personally. I never had good interactions with them. They feel holier than thou.
He's talking about. Is it bad to say Jewish? Is it bad? Is it a bad thing to say that? Why did he call it small hats?
I think that they're the best thing in the world, and they're dependent on the United States. So if we pull the plug and stop helping them, they may get eroded. I don't know. You gentlemen, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, 17 billion every year.
Yeah. The might of the American military. So I live in a military town. I live in Virginia Beach, right next to Norfolk, the largest naval station. I live by ocean. I live right down the street from Oceana. That's why jets are always flying over. But literally, the American might is unmatchable. So I don't know why we piggyback off this little nation, and let them dictate.
Oh, by the way, I forgot something. Now that I see Pat. All right, we're gonna get back to this. Give me a second, peeps. So I missed last month. I don't know what YouTube did to me. It took my free my free prescription. It gives me 10 subscriptions every month. And last month, I don't think, or 2 months ago. It didn't give it to me, so I want to make sure that I use them this month. So let me pause real quick and let's do that before something happens, because I don't want YouTube to take it away. So let's go. Let's send 5 now. Let's see who gets one, who doesn't. Okay, and another 5. Let's see. I think Quick Vic just got one. Let me see. And that's another 5. All right. I think that's it. Let me make sure. Okay. Yeah, that's good. All right. All right. So congratulations to those who got one. I thought I saw Quick Vic get one. Is that 10? Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get back to the show. I'm sorry about that, guys. I completely forgot about that. I didn't want to forget this time. All right. So let's do this again. All right, get back to it.
And let them dictate, how we react. It's got to be money. It's got to be money.
Grumpy Drunk, what's up, Grumps?
It can't be anything else, because Trump is not a small hat.
I think it's more than that, dude.
Yeah, Trump doesn't go to temple.
All right, have some discussion. That's what I like about Latino and them. It's just not all. I mean, some things, shit goes off sometimes, but he controls it for the most part.
Engine would kind of last for a while.
But let's get to the meaty part.
He was.
Oh man.
My son was speeding to high school.
Yo, sometimes they can suspend your license on the spot. You know that, right?
Yeah, but you know what I did, bro?
They can arrest
you. You know what I did, bro? I gave him an excuse.
Well, I didn't know so many people were on panel, actually.
Either an arm bar or a rear naked choke or a reverse choke, things like that. So it kind of adapted into different art forms. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I must have missed some of this.
Don't threaten people. You guys can go back and forth, but don't threaten to kill anybody.
Apologize.
All right, here we go. So it's gonna get really crazy right about now. I'm gonna probably pause it or forward some of these parts.
For what? Nunzo, you're.
Let's let him up to see if he's gonna apologize for that or take that back or keep going. And
let's let him know.
Oh yeah. Something happened that Mikey goes a little too far.
Plenty of stuff.
Shit, I don't have a time
that didn't go to that.
Shit, I don't have a timestamp. I'm sorry, guys. Let me see if it's here. All right.
If you were never connected, you're not connected, you were never in the mob, you never broke people's kneecaps. You're around.
My bad, peeps.
Not a gangster.
It gets really crazy. I want to actually.
Yeah. Hold on. If you want a show,
doesn't look any.
Yo, look, y'all. No. Mike, who's this? Listen,
that's not me. Why don't you show the real? Why don't you show the Dude, you would never connect.
All right.
Altercation.
I'll leave it right here.
Shit out of you. And you know that. You know that. I would break your fucking hook nose in a heartbeat. I would break your hook nose in a heartbeat.
To the people.
You look like
I don't know where this argument started, but it started out of nowhere. It was just I don't know. When I looked away and looked back, this was going on. So
sense.
What's up, Bart?
Mike, I got a question for you. When's your birthday?
What's up, Brandon Mitchell?
July 26th.
Shout out to Bart. Shout out to Brandon Mitchell. Everybody that came in that I didn't see you. Grumpy Drunk, everybody. All right, let's go. No more rewind.
I look forward to throwing a birthday bash for you, kid.
I'm a Leo.
Nice. I look forward to throwing a birthday bash for you again.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yeah, bro. It's going to be dope.
Mike birthday batch. Do we have invitations for me?
Yeah, y'all got invitations for sure. No,
I appreciate it. Yeah, Leos are really different. We're different. We're cut from a different cloth.
Leo is just a fucking sign, just like any other, Mikey. Cut from a different cloth. What the fuck does that mean?
Even though I'm aggressive, I'm also very understanding. You know, I think that's what's important in life is people don't really give compassion.
You're aggressive, Mike?
Oh yeah. Oh, I can be super aggressive. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen videos of me attacking people and ripping people apart, like you know. Yeah. Oh no. Dude,
Talking shit. Well, listen, that's a great aggressive talk. You know what I mean? That's not tough talk. I mean, it's tough talk, but that's all it is words. It's just, you know, tough on the internet, but not tough in real life.
I am after what I went through with
you were rolling around with on the mat. I had a question for you. So what were you doing? Like wrestling? What type of style? Judo or what?
Me?
Yeah. What were you doing on the mat?
Judo.
Jiu-jitsu. Okay, judo. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a judo. Yeah.
Right. So what is it called when you throw somebody on the floor?
What's a hip toss?
It's not a hip toss. You should have known this when from Father the Troll. What's Father the Troll's name? Josh. When Josh asked you this a long time ago, I don't know what it's called. Somebody in chat, let me know what it's called. It's not a hip toss. I can tell you that. In judo, it's called something different.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So you ever heard of something called kumite or no? You know what kumite is?
Kumite is a private event that's underground.
Well, yeah. No, kumite in Okinawan Goju means basically like sparring, right? Like
sure.
Conditioning the body, right? That's kumite.
Well, kumite is an event. It's not conditioning. Kumite is an actual event sanctioned by the magic body.
Exactly.
All right, Mike. So how long you been doing judo for?
26 years.
Okay. What are the degrees in, like, do you have brown belt, black belt?
2 Dan. I'm a 2 Dan.
You're a 2 Dan.
You a 2 Dan? You're not a 3 Dan or a 4 Dan? A 2 Dan? Whatever that is.
Okay. And what's before a 2 Dan?
Before a 1?
It's a 1 Dan, of course.
1 Dan is a brown belt.
No. Before that is before a 1 Dan is a black belt. Right?
It's a 1 Dan. Yes.
Yeah. Before that is a black belt, and then
so you're 2 Dan.
Brown belt, and then you
have a black belt with 2 stripes on.
Stripes on, like the
tape. You have 2 stripes on.
Right.
Well, listen, it's very easy. Mikey's never showed any type of receipts. Maybe when he said he was a cop, never a diploma, never an old badge, judo, never a belt. You know what I mean? You save that stuff. That stuff you're proud of, right? You never see Mikey show any type of receipt to shut people up. People will shut the hell up if Mike showed 1 receipt, just 1 receipt, but he claims a lot of stuff, but doesn't show anything.
Yeah. You know, then am I right or wrong, Mike?
And my son is actually a brown belt in karate.
Who's talking about your son, bro? You see? You bring up your son.
Oh, brown belt, what type of style of karate?
Shotokan.
Oh, Shotokan. So what type of katas does he do? You know anything about his katas? You ever heard of Senshin kata?
So his sensei is Sensei Thompson, and he's an 8. He's an 8. So
nobody asked you about his sensei. Nobody. No. You know, you're deflecting. You're all over the place. These aren't the questions they're asking you.
My son's sensei is an 8th Dan, which is one of the highest ranks you can get under master.
Right.
Yeah.
So Shotokan, the reason
he can break about 15 bricks.
Okinawan Goju, and Shotokan is a form of Okinawan Goju.
Right. So you do martial arts?
Yeah, I do. It's called Okinawan Goju.
Gotcha. Oh, well, good for you. Good for you. Is that before or after you started? Yeah. I'm extremely healthy. Coming in my 50s. Very healthy. I love that.
Paul, you're absolutely right. It's called Ogashi. The kumite isn't really. He has been watching too much blood sport. Yes. John Claude Van Damme. That's what it reminds me of when Mikey talks about any type of martial arts. It reminds me of blood sport.
I love the drum.
I'd like to hear about. So where did judo start? Where did judo start?
Sure, no problem. So I started. So when I first moved,
what was it? Where did it start?
If you can calm down, I'll answer you. If you can calm down, because you don't have to talk to me.
Didn't it originate from like Brazilians and Japanese or some shit?
No. So yes, so judo is Japanese. It's a Japanese art form. And what judo. Okay, real quick. So Latino. So what judo was inspired from was disarming samurai. That's what it was. You know, it ties.
I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend to know, but I really doubt that. Whatever definition Mike puts out, I have to question everything he says.
Into Aikido as well.
Russia.
But the whole thing is that then it taught into tosses, and then also
Fucking Aikido,
chokes, either an arm bar or a rear naked choke or a reverse choke, things like that. So it kind of adapted into different art forms. Yeah.
Oh, Mikey, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So it evolved. And you wear a gi. So in other words, the gi kind of works against you, because they grab the gi and they're able to pull you with the gi and stuff like that. But it's interesting. It really is.
Mike,
Yeah.
did you ever study the style of bullshito?
Okay, that's all right. No, I got you. Have you ever studied this one study called stabbing a mattress? You ever studied that?
My shit was better.
Damn.
Stabbing a mattress?
Yeah.
And being a hook-nosed moron who beat up
Yes.
an autistic man on the playground?
Whatever.
You ever studied
You
that?
fucking fool.
Liz, he's watched all the Karate Kid movies, the Chuck Norris's movies, Bruce Lee. You know what I mean? That's where Mikey gets his martial arts. Mikey has never. I'm telling you that he doesn't know one thing about martial arts.
You know, they say fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Fuck around and find out.
Mike. But now
I can tell you this. Listen, I can get right to the point. Nunzio, in a physical altercation, I would beat the living shit out of you.
There we go.
And you know
Liliana, what's up,
You
Lily?
know that. I would break your fucking hook nose in a heartbeat. I would break your hook nose in a
Stop lying to the
heartbeat.
people.
You look like a dirty condor. You look like a dirty condor hunting mice in my backyard.
Bro, I look
Yeah,
like
I know. No, dude, you never
look like a
connected.
bald
You don't know
dinosaur. What the fuck are you
Polvario.
talking
You never went and
All right,
broke
Mike,
knees
you
back.
asked for it. Hold on.
Nunzio, stop it. Stop lying to people.
Nah.
¿Cómo está, Liliana? ¿Cómo está?
Yo, listen.
Stop lying to
found,
people.
I found the bitch you screwed too. She looks just like a motherfucker.
Yeah, did your girl blow Tommy D? Did your girl blow Tommy D?
Yeah. Watch this.
I know.
Mike, who's this? Listen,
Yeah,
is
that's
this
not
the
me.
kid you're
Why don't
talking
you show the
about?
real? Why don't you show
Is
the
this the bastard?
undacted picture?
That's
That
from
looks
your
nothing
motherfucking-
like me. Watch this. Watch this.
Is this the bastard kid?
Does that look like me?
Bastard kid, Mike, that you
Does
don't
that look
know?
like me?
Mike?
Yes,
take
it does,
your hat
Mike.
off.
It's a
Take your
fake
hat off.
picture.
Mike,
It's a
take your
fake
hat
As a matter of
off.
fact,
picture.
Yo, hey, wait a second.
Nunzio,
guys.
why
Let
don't
me
you
just
cam
show you how to
up
resemble
and show us your
the
big hook nose?
Let me show
I think I have that picture. I don't know if I do. Let me check real quick. I thought I had it. I might have it. That is him. He's screaming. It isn't him, but we all know that's his mugshot. That's his mugshot. Of course, it's his mugshot. By the way, Mikey got a new haircut.
I will cam up, Mike.
Yeah,
Mike, I
put
will
him
cam
up.
up. Yo, look, y'all see the resemblance between this dinosaur?
I don't know. Why would he say that this is AI or something? This is his picture. There's no doubt about it. If anything, I just did an AI of his picture. This is his mugshot, and he knows it.
And Mike,
Do I look like
I'm gonna
that?
show you his mom. I'm gonna show you the dinosaur.
Do I look like that?
I'm like,
No,
check out, por
not at
favor.
all.
Yo, y'all see the resemblance in it?
You
Come on, man. There's no denying. That's right. Come on, man. Stop it, Mike.
you see the altered picture?
Ain't
It's
no Mike.
crazy, bro.
No, that's not.
How did I de-age? Look at my face.
The only
Does that look
Spanish
like me?
I college know of
Nope.
is my young
that,
chick.
that looks
It is.
exactly.
I'm on
like-
camera.
You look like the
Por
fucking
favor.
father. If you
No.
want a story show,
Doesn't look anything like me.
father, Mike, and this would be the mother.
See?
Hey,
You see?
if
See,
you
but
went on
Nunzio
the
showed
show,
himself
you
climbing
are
up
the father. Like,
climbing
you don't
up
say
a
this, you
playground
in
where he
the
beat
right
up an autistic
You see the
moron.
resemblance between both of these creatures?
Nunzio,
Like, look at
Nunzio,
her
you're a
face
joke.
and his
Nunzio,
face.
you're a joke. You're a
Yeah,
joke.
yeah. Remember,
You're a
that's just
joke,
enough to
bro.
fuck you.
Bro, you had three
think-
fingers in your asshole.
Get the fuck out of here, Mike. Yo, now
Nunzio, you were caught with a transsexual at a hotel
yeah,
room.
yeah.
Gotta stop
You
supporting
were.
that queer
That's
shit,
some
OG.
weird shit, nigga. Stop being.
He was caught with a transsexual
Gotta
on
stop
the
bro,
supporting
road.
that
what's
His
queer
up?
wife,
shit, OG.
His wife,
Mike.
Belle, said he
Mike,
got caught with a
Mike burned that-
transsexual
yo,
hotel.
Mike told a whole bunch of
Gotta
gay
stop supporting
community
this
at
queer
Vegas
shit,
Valley.
OG.
I'm
Yo,
just
Mike
saying.
told a bunch,
I'm just
Mike
saying.
taught a bunch of gay niggas at Vegas
Stop
Valley.
supporting this queer shit,
Why are you
OG.
dropping
Drops as
N-word?
fuck.
You're not black, bro. Why are you dropping
Yo,
N-word?
why did you teach a bunch of people to drop to their ankles and grab their ankles and spread their butt cheeks?
Gotta stop supporting this queer shit, OG.
Yeah, that's what you did. What? Yes, you most
Nunzio, how long have
definitely
you been
did.
gay? How long you been gay? How long?
Mike, you been gay.
What happened? Who touched you?
Mike,
Who
you
touched you?
been
Was it your
gay.
uncle, your father? Because
Yeah,
you're not a
Mike.
gangster.
Yo, listen.
You're not, dude. You make fake
Mike,
pictures.
Mike,
That
why
looks,
did you- this is not
gentlemen,
fake.
gentlemen, that
I
looks
retrieved this. I
nothing like
retrieved
me.
this from your fucking mugshot,
It looks nothing like him. He said.
Michael Cerrone.
There's no mugshot.
That's from your mugshot from lack
Hey,
of
Philip
bringing
Farrah, you
child
keep
support.
fucking around, you're gonna find out.
Yeah, my
You keep
name is
fucking around,
I
you're
ain't
gonna
afraid to
find
say
Hey,
it.
out.
chill
Say
out.
my
Let's
name.
calm
Say
down.
my name.
We're not doing
You
this.
keep fucking around, you're gonna find out, Philip Farrah. When you
I
stabbed
do-
the
yeah,
mattress
say my
and threatened
name,
to
say
kill
my
both
name.
of your
I
exes.
love it.
Okay, where?
I
You were
okay,
never connected, Philip. You were
Listen,
never
I love you.
connected.
I
You're
love
not
you.
connected. You
I
were
love
never in the
you.
mob. You never.
Okay, what? And shout out to Jews and Latino. What they do when it gets really, really, really crazy, they play a video to kind of calm things down. So
Philip,
let's
you
go
threaten
ahead.
this fucking moron.
You're a liar.
Travelers swear by
You
Philip,
lie about
Philip,
everything. Phil, you lie about everything.
I don't lie about shit. I ain't
He
never
complains
Oh,
about
so you
a
broke
man
kneecaps with your dad?
LA Dodgers hat. And
You
he
should
doesn't
tell-
Phil, you
watch
broke
it. He has
kneecaps
kids
Not
with
that
him.
it's helping any with Mikey's mouth.
Women.
I'll-
He can only
listen, I
speak
ain't gonna
Spanish
say-
unless you owe him money. He gets foul, drops dramatically, clutching chin, glances up, sees the taco truck arrive, and instantly pops up. He served Coca-Cola at his brother's funeral, who died from
All
diabetes.
right, let's put
He doesn't smuggle.
forward this a little bit.
we're all about at this point, real quick, okay? Is it sharing? It's not sharing yet. Okay, here we go.
Default personality setting.
Kindness is my go-to, but off is my wingman.
What's your default?
All right, there we go.
All that. Do that.
Thank you.
No, you're a faggot who had sex with a
Wow, he go right to it, man. The video ends and he goes right to it.
Hey,
That's
man,
what you had sex with a
hey, but not in
transsexual.
front of your
Hey,
father,
Mike.
Mike. Come on,
Mike, oh, that's wishful thinking, huh? Hey, listen,
Yeah,
Mike,
Mike,
didn't your son say you slept with Janet while she was sleeping, and that's how your son was
It was
pregnant?
never said. That was debunked.
Yeah,
Nunzio, Philip
okay.
Farrah, I'm gonna fuck your life up.
Okay,
Bro. I'm gonna
yeah.
fuck your life up.
Oh, he's pissed. Oh, this son of a bitch is lit up.
Bro.
All
Straight
All
up.
right, we're done.
Straight up.
Nope.
That's a complete
Okay, Mike.
fucking lie. Complete lie.
That's not what your son said.
I
but
think he just got muted and he unmuted himself.
I'm done. I don't have to do this.
You can't produce the proof. You're a fucking liar. Nunzio, you're a fake gangster
Angel's got
who is
proof.
handicapped. You're
No,
actually you're handicapped.
Life definitely has the proof where your son said this.
Could you show it?
He's got
Can you
all
show
that.
it?
He can contact it.
Oh, he never respects no channel owner. I mean, I've seen him get like this before and he doesn't listen. Actually, instead of, taking a step back and kind of, regrouping, no, he actually goes even further. So that's one of Mikey's thing. He doesn't respect the host.
Nunzio, you're handicapped, bro. You're handicapped mentally and physically. Dude, you beat up an autistic guy in a park and you think that's the greatest thing in the world.
Yep.
Yeah, you're a faggot.
Wait, catch you later.
Dude, I'll break your fucking nose in a heartbeat.
All right.
No, stay on. Hey, well, you know what? We're not doing threats, so Mike, sorry, gotta drop you. We're not doing that shit. Nope.
All right, I'm gonna take this
We
off.
said that before.
I'm gonna take that off. I don't want to. I could have gone to his level, but I respect you people. You know what I'm
But
saying?
he's, it's funny, Liz. It's funny you say that because Mike is obviously back on Jeff. You know what I mean? Until something happens. You know what I mean? I thought, and I said this before, I thought Jeff was really sincere when he said he would never have Mikey back up. But given the circumstances, I guess, to each his own when it comes to stuff like that. But I would never have thought that Mikey would go back to Jeff, honestly. But he's there again. All right, so let's see what happens here. He's back up.
You could
Can you show white hunger? I don't have a ceiling fan in the house.
You could thank Dr. C for that. They said they.
I don't have a ceiling fan in the house. I don't even have one.
Dr. Chink came out with that information about you
Right.
swinging from a fucking.
Right. You talking
ceiling.
about George Sinquai?
Yeah, and your buddy.
Yeah.
And your look, he's doxing again. Look, I got him jumping all over here. Yeah,
Yo,
he just did.
somebody take care of that doxing shit. Where is it?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's talking in the chat. Like
Oh,
Michael Cerrone. Should I put your information out there, cocksucker? Huh?
I'm a cocksucker?
Okay.
Yeah, you're a cocksucker.
Sure.
Definitely.
It'll happen. It'll happen.
Yeah.
You know that from
Also-
experience?
also
Is it-
Dr.
Have you given a lot of lessons
and
in giving head?
Fucking ass. Yo, bro, this
Right.
video.
I mean, I remember that Jeff was slowly but surely you can see that he was getting tired of Mikey's shit. And then one day he just kind of pulled the plug on him. You know what I mean? And I honestly thought that son of a bitch He will never go back to Jeff. He's not gonna allow it. So yes, I was very surprised to see him back up there. I'm not gonna lie.
Go check out Angel Newfound Life channel. You'll find everything.
Why would you want to go to Angel Newfound Life's channel? Why would you want
cigarette? Oh my God, Mikey, you're not saying it right. You're not saying it right.
Oh, the videos. Go check out Angel Newfound Life channel. You'll find everything.
Why would you want to go to Angel Newfound Life's channel? Why would you want to go to that private channel?
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Mikey, you're messing up my name, bro. Come on, man. The cigarettes at the end. Come on, Mike.
Quick shout out to Nate Ways for the $25 cash.
Phil, sorry, are you friends with Angel? Are you friends with Angel?
No, I don't like any of you.
Come on, Latino, you got to stop supporting this shit, OG.
Nah, bro, you good.
Yeah.
Okay, you good, bro.
I can tell you this, and all jokes aside, like, things happen in people's lives, and they go through different ups and downs.
Shout out to Nate Ways, man.
Thanks for the cash. Love with his stats.
There you go. He's thanking his subscribers. Yes. Shout out to Latino. Great little channel over there.
Yeah, thank you again, man. Appreciate it.
No doubt. Yeah, so
he didn't thank you. What are you talking about? He's thanking somebody that gave money, and Mikey's like, no doubt. What?
Yeah, thank you again, man. Appreciate it.
No doubt.
No doubt what? You didn't give out
so
no
Phil,
money.
you claim to be that you were a mob enforcer. Is that true? That you were a mob enforcer?
I never said I was a mob enforcer.
Well, you said that you broke. You said you broke knees with your father. That's what you
Does the
said.
genie rub on your fucking head to produce?
So did you want to elaborate on that? Or did you inflict pain on people to collect what monetary gain?
Wait, Mike.
No, calm down. Phil, I know you need to take another Xanax.
No, but
I'm just asking you a question.
Why don't you go fucking boof on you fucking faggot?
Yeah, I'm not cursing at you, and I'm not a doofun. I'm not gay. I never had sex with a tranny like you. You had sex with a tranny, no doubt. Yeah, you made love to a tranny. Giselle told us all about it. You made sex with a tranny.
Scored woman in the past.
I know. So scored women will lie about you fucking a tranny and show pictures of your. So a scored woman will show pictures of your actual text messages with a transsexual. Latino. I'm telling my brother. Latino.
That ain't never happened.
Yo, the host is trying to talk, bro. I know you can hear him, Mike.
Wait a second.
Yes. Jules, you got to let me know also when you get.
Yeah, Nunzio, you're gay.
I was just wait. I didn't. I had my I had everything turned off. Like so, my whatever. My phone. I didn't get the notification. But yes, Nate is my very first Cash App. Thank you so much, Nate. I appreciate it.
I don't curse. I don't raise my voice.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for the cash.
All right. What's up, IG?
Every little ring mean racks. Thanks for the cash. Run it right back.
That is about the only time I remember Mike ever donating any money was on Dr. Dave. Internet guy, you're right. It was $2, and it was to knock Ladybug off the panel. $2, not even a whole 5, just $2.
Right back. All I gotta say, real fast. Thanks for the cash. Thanks for the cash. Thanks for the cash. Thanks for the cash.
Thank you for the cash.
That's a great little beat, by the way.
I thought Mike was actually dancing, bro, but it's just this dude fucking around.
You're welcome for the Cash Apps. You're welcome. I always bring Cash Apps to channels. You're welcome. But yeah, I mean, but the whole thing is, it's difficult, when like you're in a relationship with somebody and you fall out, and then I'm just saying in general, and then they tell all your secrets. Like Nunzio having 3 fingers in his butthole and dating a transsexual. I'm saying, and listen, this is all documented. So now you're saying she was scorned. So it's not true.
I'm not saying a lot of bitches.
I know, Nunzio, you like trannies. You like peepees in your butthole. You like peepees in your butthole. That's what you like.
Son about that way.
See, my son is not gay. My son's an alpha beast. What are you talking about?
See, that's the dangers, Mikey. Let me. Maybe he'll watch this one day. I don't know. I don't know if Mikey watches my stuff. I think he does. The only thing I got to say, Mikey, that's the dangers of bringing your son onto panels. That's the dangers, okay, of talking about your son so damn much. People target that, okay? That's your fucking fault. Shut the fuck up about your son and your family members, and this won't happen. Mikey Cerrone is a failed rope swinger, and he's gay. You was shit. What's going on, Brett? Thank you, Brett. I appreciate that. Let me thank you real quick if I can find it. Where's it at? Shout out to Brett, guys. Shit, I forget where I put that damn thing at. It gets switched around sometimes. And shit. I don't know. Oh, I see it. Okay. In fact, there's something to that story. I want to do a live stream about it. That whole story about Mikey. I think there's more to it. I honestly think there's more to it. I think I just don't want to talk about it until I get all the proof. You know what I mean? Like I said last live stream. But there's something to what Mikey's saying. You know what I mean? Mikey's leaving something out, something pretty big, if I had to say. But we'll get to that.
Fuck you in the mouth.
Excuse me?
I said when he fucks you in the mouth.
Latino, you're gonna let that happen, bro, on your channel?
Yeah, you let it happen. You said it.
Well, are you gonna let that roll, bro?
No, you did it. How you gonna allow that?
Listen,
he already did it to you.
Talking about sex with children?
No,
seriously, bro. Latino, seriously.
How old your son?
Whoa.
Mike, 26.
Why are you talking about sex with children, bro?
I didn't. I said you blew your son.
But why are you talking about that? Why are you talking about that?
I said you blew your son.
Because what? Why? Because you fucked Bell's kids?
Wow, Mikey. That's a big claim, bro. Let me forward that. Let me see if he keeps
Yo, Latinos, there's an actual police report about him having inappropriate. It was proven by Joe.
Get the reports. Why'd your son say you were
proven? You're handicapped. You can't work. You get fired from every job you go to.
I don't have an issue doing that. Watch.
You doing what? You said you broke knees with your father collecting money. Dude, you're the biggest lying piece of shit on YouTube.
Yeah,
you couldn't beat anybody, bro. I would beat the living shit out of you.
Really, you ain't doing shit, Mike. You ain't doing shit.
Let's find out. Let's find out.
You want me to follow your information, Michael Sorrell?
Let's find out. You keep dropping my name.
All right, so
Philip Farah. Okay, that's your name.
That's Mike Cerrone. You fucking blowjob.
Philip Farah. There you go.
That's your name on your title.
That's your name on your channel, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
Philip lives off of a small inheritance. He only gets a small amount of money per month. And so Philip went and he actually married Denisha Burris.
Yeah. So, okay.
He married Denisha Burris, which is Ruru. And she left him in 2 weeks.
Mike, why were you fucking
exactly, Kiki? And what does he expect? What does he think was gonna happen? You know what I mean? So there you go, Mikey. You reap what you sow, brother.
Why did Denisha dump you? Because you're a junkie? Because you're a heroin addict? Is that why she dumped you?
I don't do drugs.
Because you're a heroin addict, right? You're on heroin, correct?
I don't do drugs.
Yeah, I've never done drugs in my life. You're a junkie, bro.
I don't do
drugs. You're a sweaty, stinky junkie. You tried to confront Joe Amico. You tried to confront Joe Amico, and he pulled your card.
He pulled your bitch ass. You want to talk?
If you fucking ever try to punk me, I would beat the living shit out of you, bro.
Microphone, because
what's up, Stacey AB? What's going on?
I would beat the shit out of you,
nigga.
I would knock you the fuck out, bro. You're nothing. You're nothing but a joke of the internet.
Oh yeah, Joe.
All you are is a joke. I'm not cursing at.
I'm gonna knock that fucking midget fuck out just to prove to you.
Knock a midget out. You had the chance to do it, but you didn't do it. You bought him a beer.
I felt mercy.
I told you it was gonna heat up. I told you guys this was gonna get really, really hot.
Because that's how fucking
you felt mercy. No, you felt fear. You felt fear because when you come across a man with positive.
Listen, this is a good way to calm things down. Things are getting out of hand. They're saying things that could be considered, you know what I mean? So he takes little breaks like this. So shout out to Latino and Jules. Just forward a little bit.
Yeah, he look like pencil dick Mike's a road.
It's the white chongo.
That's crazy. You do it yourself, bro. It was the alcohol and the fucking vodka that was doing it. I think the next attempt is going to be swinging from the ceiling fan. I'm calling. Who's placing bets nowadays?
Mikey's talking Mike down. I don't know if they muted him, but he's actually trying to talk anyway. So.
Next attempt is going to be swinging from the ceiling fan. I'm calling. Who's placing bets nowadays, huh? Who's placing bets? I take 50 on the swinging from the ceiling fan.
Yeah, but wasn't you gonna throw him a party for his birthday?
Oh yeah, I'm still
what the fuck, bro?
Bro, last time I threw him a party, I ruined his fucking birthday. Yo, I put the music in the background.
I thought you was doing it like. No, come on, man.
How did you ruin my birthday?
Well, you were on Gay Jeff's panel and said that.
Would you call the cops on me because you're a cop calling people shit?
Ruined my birthday. No,
Mikey, you call the cops too, though. You call the cops plenty of times, man. The other day, I don't know where it was, but he was denying that he called the cops on himself. I don't know why he would deny that. The cops were there. We all saw it. Cops came. He called the cops on 111, I think it was, and he was denying it. He was actually denying the fact that he called the cops. Don't know. Don't get it, but because the evidence is all out there.
Just my presence, my mere presence ruined it.
Your presence is a shit stain on reality. Nunzio, I'm going to tell you this, Nunzio. I've known tens of thousands of people in my life.
Mere presence ruined your birthday.
Right. I've known you are the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen. You're a scumbag, abusing dirtbag. Dude, you abuse those kids.
Real quick. This motherfucker looks like
you're a child molester, bro. You're a child molester.
Whoa, see, you see that he has to go to things like that, things that are not proven in my view, anyway. Let me forward this.
I'm gonna have to delete the stream, guys. I'm gonna have to delete the stream now.
Bro,
Nunzio, why would Zell go to
3-year-old hit and run? Why'd you run over a 3-year-old, Mike?
I never ran over a 3-year-old.
I have the hit and run information. Oh,
show it right now. Show it right now.
I will.
Show it right. Latino, this is all. Bro, he's just making all.
You do have a DUI. I don't know about the running over people, but there's a proven DUI out there.
I told you.
Show it. I ran over a 3-year-old. Can you show it?
Yeah.
Show it. With the fake pictures of a fake mugshot. Dude, I'm fine.
That's your mugshot, bro. Don't you know your own mugshot? Jesus Christ.
A fake mugshot, Michael?
Show the proof.
I'm pulling it up.
Nunzio, you're a rapist. You're a rapist, and you're gay.
Yo ass nigga, because
you had sex with a transsexual in a hotel room.
Yo ass nigga. Yeah. After this, motherfucker. Yeah, Mike. Yeah. You're not gonna be able to have to recuperate after this, motherfucker.
You just claimed I ran over a 3-year-old, and you said you have the proof
right now. Hey,
okay, show me where I ran over a 3-year-old. Because it's a complete lie. Latino, my brother.
I know he had a DUI. That's for sure. I mean, that's as far as I remember. He did have a DUI. There's no denying. He denies that too, by the way.
Complete lie, brother.
Backstage, bro.
All right, show me where I ran over a 3-year-old.
And everything is good, it's a
Who gave the breath of life?
Yeah, you're a fucking piece of trash, bro. You just make shit up.
By the way, Mikey, why are you walking outside, talking fairly loud? Neighbors are sleeping. It's about 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning, and you're just causing a ruckus. Just don't pass out in the shrubs.
Searches the hearts and who is the beginning and who is the end.
Put it on my
Who is the
OBS.
salvation of men who bled on the cross and who died for your sins. Who
put it
made
on my
the most
OBS.
begin and the end.
I don't have that music.
The veil and the
man.
What's the word, bro? Give me a second. I gotta fix something. Yo, you're gonna find this one for you too, Mike, and it's not gonna be about you.
Oh, the Mikey
Don't
B?
worry about it.
Fucking amazing.
Let me
Okay,
get
look, while
Latinos.
Nunzio looks for that, let's play one of Nate's
No,
songs.
I'm sorry.
and then
Excuse me.
we
You
can
said
talk
I
some
killed
more.
a 3-year-old. Can you show
What the hell?
the fucking proof?
No, I didn't say you did.
Can you show the fucking? You said I ran over a 3-year-old. Can you show the fucking proof?
Let's see. I want to pull it up again.
Because now I will strike. I will strike because you're actually.
Jesus Christ, Mike. Why does he always go to that? Is it the channel owner's fault? The channel owner is actually decent to you. Let you talk all types of shit. And if it was me or anybody else, I'll knock you the hell down. But you always go there.
Saying I hurt somebody, which never happened.
Mike, I just
that never happened.
All right, Mike.
So show the proof.
Let's see.
Show
How
it.
do I send you this, bro?
I'm a father. Unlike you, I see my kids. Unlike you, your
Hey,
kids are
don't
taken
take
away
it out
from
on us because you guys are beefing.
No, fuck that. No, fuck that. No, fuck that.
Look at him. He's so disrespectful. You mean fuck that? What do you mean fuck that?
Hey, don't take it out on us because you guys are beefing.
No, fuck that. No, fuck that. No, fuck that. No,
Shout out to Stacy AB. I didn't see that. Thank you, Stacy. Where's it at? Thank you. Where's it at? All right, there. John 2. Okay, John 2. Stacy AB, thank you for the 5 gifted. And thank you, John. What's up, John? Good to see you. All right, we'll get back to that craziness in a minute. Let me thank both these people real quick. Shout out to John and Stacy AV. Appreciate you guys. All right, let's get back to that craziness.
I ran over a 3-year-old?
But no, it's like,
and you're gonna let that fly on the fucking channel?
Dude, you're saying some of the most horrific things yourself, bro. I'm not saying that the other person is not saying some fucked up shit, but you equally are saying some horrible shit. But you point, you know what I mean? So you point something else out that you're actually doing yourself.
No, for
that's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit.
You told him to prove it. He wants to pull. Look, I'm in the middle. Okay?
He's not. There's no proof.
He has it back there. He has it back there.
Backstage, Mike.
He has
Show
it back there. Listen, he
Show
has
it. Oh, Mikey's super pissed, boy. About to blow a gasket.
I never hurt anybody.
Time out. You say
I never hurt anybody. Nunzio, you stabbed a mattress, raped your girl's kid. There's court records of it.
Yo, man, I speak on my own channel, please. You want me to show it, right? I'm willing to show
Nunzio,
it.
you're a sick individual, bro. You need mental help, bro.
I don't know what proof that they're talking about that they want to show, but Mikey keeps saying show it. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. They lost me, but you're the one screaming, show it.
Mike,
you need mental help.
Mike,
you're accusing people of horrendous crimes that are not true.
Mike.
All right, Rumpelstiltskin.
I would only show.
All right, what?
I would only show it if you really want.
Look, more fake avatars.
What's going on, Laura? Is that Laura? Latina Laura? Is that you? What's up, Laura?
Show it real quick.
Latino, you do whatever you got to do, bro. This guy right here is a piece of shit.
It's not whatever I want to do. It's not whatever I want to do.
Piece of shit. Nunzio, I pray
listen, Mike,
to God
Mike,
I see you in person
one
Laura,
long time no see, Laura.
Time, and you tell me that I ran over the 3-year-old. I pray to God with your hook fucking nose and your fat ass fucking rolls. I hope to God. I hope to God you.
Mike, time out.
Okay, show it. Show the thing you had.
No. To respect.
Latino, are you behind this, bro? Are you behind this?
Oh my God,
but you're not letting me, bro.
Dude. Will you shut up? Why are you taking it out on the channel owner, bro? Why does he do that, man? I would have kicked him. I would have punted his ass so far off my panel. My God.
Respect to you. I'm telling you, you have the choice. If you want me to pull it up, I'll pull it up. If not, I'm not. But you're not letting me talk and say the shit to you. I'm telling you right now, it's up to you. I'm not doing that to you. I'm not doing that to nobody. But if you want that pulled up, then I'll pull it up. But if not, I'm not going to do it.
You want me to pull it up, Mike?
That's fair. That sounds fair to me.
That's simple.
I've been really doing.
Nah, Mike. If Mike Cerrone don't want it pulled up, I'm not going to pull it up.
I'm not going to pull it up. I'm gonna just put it back.
You know what I mean? Back to him, and it's the same thing. If he was to pull up something, it would be the same thing. I would ask you the same thing. You want me to pull it up? Yes or no? At that point, once you say yes, that's on you.
Exactly.
Like, come on, man. Like, I'm not like.
I guess he got real quiet, huh? I thought he kept saying, "Pull it up, whatever it was." I don't know what the hell he was talking about.
This ain't my issue. This ain't my problem. This ain't mine and Jules' issue.
No, it's not. It's not at all. It shouldn't be. And I don't know why he came up here doing this.
That's all I'm saying. So go ahead.
Where's the video of me hitting a 3-year-old? Where is it? Where is it?
I didn't say a video.
It doesn't exist. You lying fucking hook.
Oh my God!
It doesn't exist.
Pull it up again. Jesus fucking.
I don't think
Jesus,
that's
what
what
right? I've never hit a 3-year-old. Why would you make that claim? Why would you make up a lie like that?
All right. Mike.
Why? Why would you do that?
Latino, you see it back there?
I don't think he's talking about that. I think if I had to guess, what he has backstage is maybe the mugshot again or something. I wouldn't know. I don't think they ever bring it up though.
This look like particular court documentation, general district court online case information.
Oh, it's court documents. There you go.
Of what city and state?
Virginia Beach.
Okay, and I ran a 3-year-old over. Is that what you're claiming?
That's what it says.
It doesn't say anything. What the fuck are you talking?
I don't know about all that. You know what I mean? To be fair, I've never heard of that. You know what I mean? It's the first time I've heard that. So I all I know is a DUI. I don't know. I think it's a hit and run. I don't know if it's felony hit and run, but that's all I know anyway.
It never happened.
Do you want us to show what he's sharing right now? Because you said I could add it to.
It never happened.
So
I never harmed anyone. No, fuck this. Fuck this. It never happened, and you're letting someone lie on my name of hurting a child.
No,
show it. We're trying to get to the bottom of something.
Why you putting me into
lying on my name, nigga?
That's disgusting.
You're disgusting.
I'm a proud father. Why would you let some fucking junkie hook nose make up lies on your channel?
Mike, which one? The bastard son or the other kid? Or the bald one?
Excuse me? You don't even see your kids.
The bastard kid? Which one, Mike?
Your kids got taken away from
the bastard. No, they didn't, Mike.
Show it. Show it. Listen, guys, listen. I'm telling you right now, to disparage me like this is fucked up. I've never. He claimed I ran a 3-year-old.
How am I disparaging you?
Stop acting
Because
like
you should immediately.
It's one of those things. Mikey, and I've said this 1,000 times. Mikey can dish it out, but he can't take it. It's always been this way. You know what I mean? He can say horrendous things, but when it's his turn, he cries.
Shut him down and get him the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
That's a lie.
Listen. You want me
it's like me telling. It's like me saying to you that you harmed a child.
Yeah,
same exact thing.
Yeah,
stop it. He's going to stop it. You're going to stop it. I'm going to play a clip or something.
I'm
All right?
telling you.
And then we're going to come back fresh. Okay? Can we do that?
Well, let's play.
All right, they're gonna do a little reset here, which is a great idea, by the way. When you have two volatile individuals, right? When you have two people that are just going at their necks, this is a great move to do. You kind of play a little clip until things calm down. Not that they're gonna go away or anything, but still, it kind of diffuses, right? All right, let's see. I don't know about that music. I'm not trying to get hit. All right, let's forward some more. All right, let me do it manually because. All right, let's see.
Yeah, you fucking mook motherfucker.
Sorry, man. Sex with it.
Niggas can't be.
Yeah, yo, listen, he's a post smoker at CT's right here, this motherfucker.
Yeah, listen, so I'm glad. No, I'm glad you enjoyed it. You know, the whole thing is that I've never been accused by my ex-wife of actually having sex with a tranny in a hotel room. I've never been accused of liking 3 fingers.
Man, right to it, huh? That was at least a 4-minute clip. They played a couple clips, and Mikey's right on it, boy.
Like you have, Phil. Unfortunately, Phil. I mean, unfortunately, Phil Ferrer, you're gay. You're a gay dude.
Your fucking ass and go.
Yeah, I know you're gay, man. Sorry, man, you're gay.
I mean, John.
It's okay.
Shout out to John. I think I saw you already, John.
So I'm gonna drop, and then it's gonna deflate.
You're the token black guy at CT's. You know that, right?
What's that?
You're the token black guy at CT's.
I'm not black, bro.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You're black. You're black.
He stopped going to CT's, hasn't he? I don't know. I haven't really watched CT's in a while. I've been really, really busy in real life. But I don't know. Does he still go on CT's? People, let me know in chat.
I know.
You're blacker than CT.
I know. So now you're knocking on CT now. You really want to go there?
You're blacker than CT.
Yeah, CT's my dude, man. You want to fuck with CT?
How much is your dude?
Oh, you defending CT to the end, bro? Jesus Christ! It makes me wonder, Mike.
What does he do to you with his dude?
He's an awesome host.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, he's an awesome host. He's a good friend. He's a good friend.
Listen, I may have broke a few kneecaps, but listen, you
never broke a kneecap, bro. You never broke a kneecap. Just stop. Phil, stop it. You can't fight, bro. You showed a picture of you fighting an autistic fat guy, and you could barely beat him.
Yeah, and I knocked
barely.
him out.
You fought someone like myself, I would knock you the fuck out.
Imagine I knocked out an autistic guy, Mike.
You could knock you out, bro. You last like maybe 45 seconds.
Time out. No. We're not gonna pass by that. I even gotta go on camera, bro, in front of Jesus and everything.
I'm telling you, bro. Santa Maria.
Time out. Let me speak, bro. So you're saying that you beat up an autistic?
I didn't know he was autistic, bro.
Latino, he beat up a fat autistic guy on a playground.
Okay, I could be wrong. See, I stand corrected. You know what I mean? I can admit when I'm wrong. So it was a DUI, but it wasn't a hit and run. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. Okay.
I didn't know he was autistic. Nigga. How the fuck am I supposed to judge that, nigga? Fuck it. Nah, nigga. You got autism.
I think that's a crime. I think that's an actual crime to beat up a handicapped person.
Yeah, Mike.
It's a crime to beat up anyone. This might be an
no, it is. But I mean, the whole thing.
Hey, just one Sue. She just had a past birthday. Happy late birthday, just one Sue.
Young lady, the whole thing is mutual combat is in certain states where you can actually have a fight and there's no legal repercussions if it's legal, if it's mutual combat. But if somebody is mentally,
that's a great point, Laura. She says, "I think there was fair fight because they were both retarded." That's funny.
To the mic with confidence, like, yo, this is me
Yeah.
combat. I'm gonna.
You beat up a handicap.
Equating
punched-
it to when like they would add
Mutual
elder
combat.
abuse if you got in a fight with older
Yeah,
people.
elder abuse.
Yo, Nunzio.
So for the past-
wait. I got
So the past 3 months, Nunzio has taken claim like he's Mike Tyson fighting and Vander Holyfield beating up an autistic guy.
Mike, no, I don't want to mute you, Mike. Right? So, Nunzio, I need to know more about, like, how the hell did this happen, first of all? Go ahead, bro.
What's up, Helen Moody?
Say from the beginning.
Well, Vips, all right, so this is what happened, right? Vips decided to hit up my missus, right?
This story.
Vips decided to hit up my missus, right? Say that another girl was gonna fly me to Newark or New York.
I'll be back.
None of that was true. I'm interested in my girl.
Matter of fact, I think
We're
Mike
gonna set up a
leaves.
date
Oh,
and
he's still
time.
there.
You can
Okay.
use boxing gloves. I was like, all right, bet. So the first day,
That's why he said he wanted to fight you. The nigga's autistic, bro.
Honestly, I had an idea. He was that fucking stupid. He had to be autistic or fucking brave or autistic, one or the other, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fight again. Well, that's what I'm saying. But yo, at least he got the experience he asked for. Mike will get it too. You know, I'm really interested in doing this. People talk a whole bunch of shit on the internet.
All right, I don't know if Mike comes back or not, but we'll check. I'm pretty sure he does.
Yo, that is.
He took a little break probably, but there's something glitching. I used to kind of forward this and see what's going on panel same time, but now I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I got to do it this way, I guess. But he does come back.
Chance and time.
Give me a second, peeps. Bear with me.
You can just go before
there he is.
Guide for your own
you know how Mikey does.
Food and it's like, in other words, like we're
tells a whole bunch of lies. All right.
So claiming that
I'll do it manually.
Joe Biden doesn't.
Thanks to everybody coming in. Hit the like button, peeps.
Part of the English.
All right, there goes Mike. All right.
Electrocuted. Oh, that sounds awful. I think
There it
I'd
is.
rather get a little electrocuted.
Hey, what's up, boats?
Anyway,
and toads?
so what's
What's
up,
going
Mike?
on, boats and toads?
no, but
Good to see you.
looking at my clones and stuff and people that are replaced. I mean, there's stock in that. It really is. And people will disappear and reappear, and they'll look slightly different.
Go there yourself. Fuck the whatever people.
Sorry, I'm sneezing. But yeah, it's. I mean, I don't know. Biden just seems completely lethargic when he was talking.
Yeah, and do you remember when he like walked off the wrong side of the
Mikey, why do you look so sleepy? Look at him. Dude, you gotta stop drinking, bro.
stage?
Yeah. They had to guide him to the right entrance to the White House.
But at least you got a new haircut.
Where you didn't even know where you were going. And it's just, these presidents, they're older, but it's interesting. I'm gonna sneeze and fit, sorry. But yeah, it's just
if that is the case, we will get full disclosure when the operation is done.
yeah, Biden looks like his face is almost plastic.
But
Yeah,
like it-
and barely
Like it's
moves.
not
He looks like he's really, really messed up.
folds and make you look like a different person. And so I'm wondering if they do replace people.
Shout out to
Had
Let's
that
Talk
big,
About It. Yes, sir.
That big theory about Dave Chappelle for a while, where they have a stand-in come in, So I wonder if it's possible that people do get replaced, by, as they would say, actors, government actors. I'm wondering when somebody gets too vocal if they remove them and put someone else in their place.
Conspiracy theories, Mikey, or is it the vodka? Is it the cheap vodka? I think when Mikey buys really cheap vodka, the worse he gets.
Yeah, well, I don't know how many of Trump's speeches you've ever listened to, but he has said central casting a lot. That guy's central casting, central casting, and you know, so
I like my triple chocolate chip.
And do you guys remember when people were saying that there were people who thought that Jim Carrey was wearing the Joe Biden mask at one point, like it was like Fire Marshal Bill?
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting paradigm to think that people get replaced, you know, because when they get too outlandish.
Nobody gets replaced, you freaking idiot. You really believe that? Look at his face, by the way. You really think people get replaced? The government just takes out people and puts in replacements? Do you think that's really works? That's what we're talking about now. Jesus Christ!
They get canceled and they get replaced. You know, but if that is true to be fact, then where do those people go? Do they get?
Are you the real Mike Sarum?
Yeah, it's me. Yeah, I mean, but I do think there's a lot of nefarious things that go on behind the scenes when it comes to the government and disinformation and things like that. I think
if you were a true Catholic, a true Christian, you wouldn't believe in anything like that. You wouldn't worry about things like that, because true Christians and Catholics don't worry about bullshit like that. Don't worry about aliens, replacements, clones, and none of that shit. You're not a true Christian, Mike. You're not.
A lot of stuff that's nefarious that goes on, you know, and you know, the biggest thing is that we're kind of like sheep, you know, when it comes to like we just follow everything the media says. You know, there's not many.
You do. You believe everything. Look, he watches a movie, okay? He watches an alien movie, and you believe most of it because you repeat it on here. Mikey's best stories, the funniest stories are when he is based on movies. If you dissect what he's talking about, it's usually just a movie or a compilation of movies that he puts together in his head. That's where he gets his information from movies.
Free thinkers. I would probably say if you took a plausible study, I think only maybe 10% of us are actually plausible thinkers. The rest 90% just go along with anything they're told.
Yeah, agree.
And then that guy says, anything's possible. When Mike went to the pet cemetery and came back to a totally new man. Well, maybe that's what he was probably just watching Pet Cemetery. He happened to go live that same night, and then he just comes up with these theories just based on movies.
You just whatever they say in the media, I'm going to go with it.
Prometheus, yes, Close Encounters.
And a lot of times, free thinkers are erased.
Close Encounters of the Mikey kind, yes, Liz.
When you become a free thinker, you're a threat to their, you know, basically their plan.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
System to the system for sure.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and I just remember being young and just being a complete Democrat.
I remember Julia talking about, damn, so long ago. My memory's so messed up. I remember Julia used to say that the government was watching over her, that she was a what was it she called it? She called it a truther or something like that. Somebody in chat help me out. Shout out to Julia. I don't know what she's. I haven't seen her in a long time, but shout out to her.
And just following the system and just like, you know, whatever you say, sir, you know, or ma'am, you know, like, and then I started kind of free thinking on my own. Then once I started free thinking, it's like you get all this opposition just to question, you know, what's going on around you. And I think we're coming full circle again to where a lot of people are like, you know, this doesn't make sense to me, you know, as in like, you know, world politics, geopolitics, things like that. And then you add into space travel and aliens, you add into the economy, and you have all these different things coming at us now. And we're just like trying to process all this craziness.
Always funny, yeah.
But if you notice, it always comes at once. They say when it rains, it pours. So it's like we're like overloaded. You know, it's not like one subject. It's like 5 or 6 different subjects. And we constantly get distracted by reality.
I think it's okay to watch things, to explore other things, but not to take them in. You know what I mean? It's like, and I'm not going to tell people what to believe in and what to believe in or not, or or whatever. You see what I'm saying? You believe whatever you want. If it makes sense to you and it applies to your life, I don't care. I don't care what you believe in, but make it make sense. Do your due diligence. Do your homework. Don't be a flip flopper like Mike. He goes where the wind blows. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm gonna believe in that. I'm gonna believe in that. I'm a orangutan today. I'm this tomorrow.
Versus something made up. So it's interesting. I had a great conversation with my son about this, and he just said,
and God says Mike is a free drinker.
Yeah, you're right, Dad. It's like there's so much to take in, and I think that's really what it is.
Reality.
But I do believe in false flags. I do believe in things that are not real, and it diverts your attention away from something else.
Yeah.
But we're so prone to just believe whatever we're told. So it's interesting. It's an interesting thought. I could be completely wrong. The great thing about me is I always say this in closing, but I could be wrong. Hypothetically. When you say
shout out to Liz, you're funny.
Hypothetically, I could be wrong. You're not a threat to them. But it's great to think about it. You ever it's like mental gymnastics? Like when you literally analyze some of the things going on, you're like your mind is blown. You're like, holy crap, this is really going on.
Yeah, but your mind, you're not analytical. You're drunken. You're speaking out of drunkenness. You know what I mean? Most drunk people do that. You're not the only one. Drunk people talk nonsense, and that's what you do. You're not a free thinker. You're not this. You're not that. You're just a drunk that talks shit. Basically, all right, plain and simple, point blank, period.
It's 2026. We should be civilized, but it's almost like we're going forward. We're going backwards, I don't know. And do you think maybe we're dumbed down by, things in our food and maybe
Well, listening to you, for long periods of time will dumb you down for sure.
We were talking about chemtrails on another panel, like chemicals in our food, and it's like, in other words, like we're being dumbed down.
Yeah, or at least
Mr. B, he's goosing. Let me see if I can reenact what he's doing so people can pay attention. All right, when Mikey talks, he does this. Now watch. Every time he's finished a sentence, he extends his neck like a goose. I call it goosing.
12 years ago, I remember, the concept of us being chemically dumbed down was a thing. Whether it's fluoride in the water, chemicals in the food, vaccines and shit, and vaccines that we don't need pumped into us and our children. Yeah, for sure. Like the movie Idiocracy is becoming more and more true by the day. Did you see that movie, Mike? Idiocracy?
I have. He's the smartest man in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm telling you, there's something, listen, there's some kind of credence to what we're talking about. Credence as in basically there's some kind of proof into the fact that when you look at reality, the whole thing is that literally we're not getting better, we're getting worse as a society. Yeah. So I'm wondering, and I hope not. I hope we're not heading towards another downfall of humanity, because I believe that humanity has been started and wrecked multiple times. I believe Earth is much older than we think it is. Much older. When you look at ancient structure that we're finding everywhere and stuff like predating Christ. So
what's up, Jake?
I'm wondering if the Earth has been started and stopped multiple times.
The Earth has been started and stopped, Mikey. You really drinking. You really are drunk.
Multiple.
I think it has been.
Yeah. So that basically
artifacts that look very out of place.
Yeah.
When you delve into that kind of stuff.
I don't listen. People are so bored of what you're talking about, Mikey. They're watching this black chick or this AI, whatever this is, doing what's it, parkour, whatever you call that.
The biggest thing is that when they found those structures under the pyramids where they look like they're power plants that predate Christ, and it's really hard because I am a baptized Roman Catholic.
Oh, here we go.
My son, everybody.
Yeah.
And it's hard to admit the fact that maybe we had creators from a different planet. It's a theory. And I think one of the biggest things that opened my eyes is that movie Prometheus. Remember the movie Prometheus?
Oh my God, the movie Prometheus. Oh my God, somebody has to burn that movie. Somebody called the director. This is all he talks about. He brings that movie up in every live stream. Dude, it was a movie, bro. It's not based on real life, Mike. Give it up, bro.
And I think one of the biggest things that opened my eyes is that movie Prometheus. Remember the movie Prometheus?
Jesus
Where
Christ.
they basically came down and they seeded, mankind. So like that is just very interesting, to think about possibly other species from different planets, help evolution of man.
You're a Catholic. You're a Christian. Allegedly, you're not supposed to be thinking that type of stuff. You're really not. You gotta stand 10 toes and believe in something. You gotta believe in something and stand on it, or you believe in nothing, bro. You know what I mean? You can't be all over the place, bro. You can't. I mean, you can, I guess, and sound like an idiot, but dude, you're not I don't know. I don't know what you are, bro. I just don't know what you are.
But we always go right to, it's got to be God or Jesus Christ. It's got to be, that there's no other explanation. But how do we jump so far technology in the 40s and then
I didn't like that movie.
70s or 80s? Like we jumped technology-wise.
I really didn't like that movie Prometheus. It's not because of Mikey. Nothing to do with Mikey. I just didn't like the plot of it. You know what I mean? It kind of lost me there. You know what I mean? I will have to watch it again, I guess. But I didn't find it that interesting. It wasn't my, I watch a lot of science fiction movies, but it wasn't my top. It's not even my top 20. I wouldn't say. You know what I mean? It's okay.
Like 1,000 years. And listen, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be very careful when I say this. I worked within government contracting.
Oh my God!
We have weapon systems that you don't even comprehend. Like
here goes Mikey. Here goes Mikey. Let me know. I can't tell you this. I'm not allowed to tell you this, but I work for the government. Watch.
And listen, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be very careful when I say this. I worked within government contracting. We have weapon systems that you don't even comprehend, like pulse weapons and rail guns, and we have different kinds of weapon systems that people don't see. So how did we jump that far in that small amount of time? So was it possibly extraterrestrial help? What do you think?
It could have been that, or it could have been survivors from a previous reset civilization that were here that maybe went underground or something.
Sure.
I kind of lean more towards everything being here, although there's a little bit of room. I just feel like there's probably more room for interdimensionality.
See, Suddenation says he's so gay. He's so gay.
Than off-world.
I had a great talk with my priest, and he can't really believe too much. But I asked.
What'd you say? You talk to your priest, and he can't really believe too much. What?
And he can't really believe too much. But I asked,
what does that mean? You can't really believe too much. What does that even mean?
Off-world.
I had a great talk with my priest, and he can't really believe too much. But I asked him. Yeah. I said, do you believe that aliens are really demons? Do you believe that? Because they're interdimensional. They go between the different realms and different dimensions and stuff. So could it be supernatural? And he goes, I don't know. But it's a good question. Call to prayer. Yeah. I went to one time. So the guy across the street from me, he's a devout Muslim, and he says, you want to come to the mosque with me? This is years ago.
Oh, listen, do you picture Mikey going to a mosque? I saw this part. I forgot what he said, but this is total bullshit. This is total. Mikey has never been to a mosque, never.
And he says, you want to come to the mosque with me? This is years ago.
Oh shit, you converted, bro.
But they made me take my cross off.
See, right there. If somebody invites you to a mosque and they tell you, you got to take off your rosary, you got to take off your cross. Listen, they got to respect your religion, you would think, right? They wouldn't ask you. That's your God, right? You believe in what you believe in. Why would you take your cross or your rosary off to visit another church or a mosque or whatever you want to call it? He's full of shit. He didn't do this. And if he did, shame on you for taking off your cross to visit another church, just to visit.
Years ago.
Oh shit, you converted, bro?
But they made me take my cross off.
Oh, you converted, bro.
Because it offended people. My cross offended people. And I needed to show respect. But I can tell you that.
Praise Muhammad.
Yeah, but you show respect to God in your beliefs. If somebody invited me somewhere and they told me you have to take off your cross before you go here, I'm not taking off my cross for anything, especially for another religion.
I did not praise. I did not pray or praise,
Okay.
but I did. I listened. I listened and observed, but I didn't praise, and I appreciated it. And yeah, it was an interesting experience.
Plus, I don't think they would ask you to take off your cross anyway. I think it's all bullshit. You know what I mean? You're actually demonizing, you know what I mean? People like that. I never heard of people. I'll do some Googling, but I really doubt that somebody would ask you to take off your cross. I just don't believe it.
You know, and yeah, it's a cultural divide between the two religions. You know, versus Jesus versus Muhammad. It's a difference, but each of us respect each other.
Hoover.
But I've never been to temple. Never been to temple where it's a small hats. I've never been to temple before. But I actually have been in a mosque. I've been in there and they were praying and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful scene. But I don't believe in it. But it's an experience.
Yeah.
That's all. But it's good to kind of learn from different other religions and stuff. But religion really, I think, is just a guide for your own aggressions. It's like I can't explain it. It's like it's hard to put into words. Like so many Catholics like myself, we made so many mistakes in life.
If you just met Mike just recently, you didn't know who Mike was, would you think that Mike went to church or attended any type of church? No. I'll answer for you. No. You know what I mean? It's like, well, you can't tell with most people, I guess, but just 15 minutes with Mike will tell you that he doesn't attend church. And if he does, he's not listening in. He's there for the free food and salmon. Okay? He doesn't take anything in. Forgiveness, everything that the church teaches you, he does not live. He doesn't, he just full of shit.
It's like, and then I have a hard time believing sometimes we can just go before a shade and say, my bad. And then you just pray and then it's all washed away, So it's religion is very interesting. It's a very interesting topic. It really is.
Yeah, that I'm with you on that. Like, so
Yeah.
I was raised more Protestant. First Christian church was the kind of church I grew up going to. But
Sure.
even as a 5-year-old, when I first went, I was like, this doesn't make sense. Everywhere else,
Yeah.
God makes sense, like in nature and the birds and cycles of the seasons and everything. And then when you get to it, you have a question that they can't answer. Well, God works in mysterious ways. Just trust me, bro. And I'm like, no, that that doesn't work. So this whole vicarious atonement thing, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's only
Like your soul work. You still have to refine your spirit and embody the 7 of the spirit. What are you laughing at? Why can't I talk?
Mike.
What's happening?
Mike.
What up?
Did they offer you anything? Like the Muslims like to offer.
No, we did eat though. We did sit down and we ate, and they eat with their hands.
What you guys eat?
They eat with their hands? They eat with their hands? Really? Okay, to each his own. I mean, that's the way they eat. They eat.
It was lamb, rice.
Mike eats with his hands anyway. He's half orangutan. They eat with their hands anyway.
Rice and unleavened bread, so it would be like naan bread.
Did they feed
and
you?
They were the nicest people ever. But my cross offended them. To see Jesus offended them. And I'm a Jesus guy. Yeah,
I was just wondering, did they offer you a PBL go?
No, they totally accepted me. It was great. Oh, I love goat. You ever have goat? You ever have curry goat? It's so good. Really, that's the Jamaicans. Shout out to the
that's a perfect picture of Mike's right there. Yeah, you see Mike right there in that butt, in that goat's butt. That's Mikey right there.
Jamaicans with the curry goat with the plantains. Oh man, that's some good stuff.
What's up, Spike?
But no, they were very hospitable people. But they
Axel says Mike is a legendary monk. Yeah, he is. Yes, he is.
Didn't like the cross. They didn't like to see Jesus on the cross. So. And I respect their wishes. It's their house. It's their house of worship,
as a visitor. You're visiting. You're not converting into Muslims. You know what I mean? You're not doing. You went for one day. Okay, I don't believe they asked to take you. I'm gonna Google that as much as I can afterwards, but I don't believe they're gonna ask you to take your cross off as a visitor. Maybe put under your shirt, but to take your cross off, something you believe in, it didn't happen, Mike. You're full of shit.
Well, I took it off, which is rare for me, but I respected them. They were really nice people, and this was in Norfolk, Virginia.
Was it in your
You
pocket?
respect God first. That's you call yourself a Catholic, right? A Christian. You respect God first. You don't put God before anybody or any religion. So if you took your cross off, I just don't believe it. It's just full of shit.
Like you were.
No, it was around my neck. It was big gold chain.
When you took it off, took it off, did you just put it in your pocket, or did you have to
put it in the
car
car
or something?
Put it in the car. Yeah, it couldn't be on the premises. They didn't.
Right. You want me to rewind a little bit? Hold up. What did he say? Angel, please pause and rewind. He just said, we didn't eat. We sat down and ate. Did he say that? Let me rewind it over. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, and I'm a Jesus guy. Yeah,
I was just wondering, did they offer you a BBL go?
No, they totally accepted me. It was great. Oh, I love goat. You ever have goat? You ever have curry goat? It's so good. Really, that's the Jamaicans. Shout out to the Jamaicans with the curry goat, with the plantains. Oh man, that's some good stuff.
That's a Spike. I haven't seen Spike in a while.
Yeah. But no, they were very hospitable people, but they didn't like the cross. They didn't like to see Jesus on the cross. So, and I respect their wishes. It's their house. It's their house of worship. So I took it off. Which is rare for me, but I respected them. They were really nice people, and this was in Norfolk, Virginia.
Was it in your pocket? Like you were?
No, it was around my neck. It was big gold chain.
I'm saying when you took it off, took it off, did you just put it in your pocket, or did you have to
put it in the
car
car
or something?
Put it in the car. Yeah, it couldn't be on the premises. They didn't want it. Yeah, and that was the Imam. I guess that's their priest. The Imam didn't want it. Yeah, so I was like, no problem. There's no opposition whatsoever. It's like, okay, God knows I love him. Jesus knows I love him. So it's okay. It's super.
You love him so much that you're just to visit a church, a mosque. You're gonna take your cross off because you're visiting a church, a mosque or whatever. It makes no sense, Mike. Make it make sense. But you're gonna sit there and say, "Oh, I love God. I love Jesus." You took the cross off for another religion altogether.
At that point. But I just didn't want to offend anybody because I'm within their home, their house.
Oh, but it's okay to offend God, though. It's okay to offend God. Okay, make it make sense.
So you respect someone's house. If someone says take your shoes off, you take your shoes off. So it's okay. But I didn't get it.
It's a little different, bro. That's your belief. You know what I mean? Listen. Taking your shoes off and taking your cross off, which is your belief, is two different things altogether.
Offensive to it whatsoever. And then yeah, it was a crazy experience. It was. I didn't pray to their God or anything like that. I just sat there and I'm just like, this is wild, And then we ate food and it was great. The food was fantastic. I don't know if you like lamb, Mediterranean food, because I'm Sicilian, so we love Mediterranean food. So it was really good food. It was so good. It was saffron rice and lamb, and they had, it was great. It's fantastic. But they were really nice people. They didn't try to convert you. They didn't try to disrespect you. They just didn't. They took offense to seeing the Jesus. They don't believe in that, so.
No,
but
like they still honor Jesus as a prophet, just not the last one.
They did,
so
but
there's a little bit of alignment, but they just don't believe it.
Yeah.
But honestly, in a certain sense, I don't want to say I agree with them, but in a sense, I kind of do, because I believe that Jesus was saying, through my level of understanding, is the way, not just. Sure. If you believe in me, then you go, but you believe the way I believe, and then you try to have the same mind and align your mind with God. I believe that's what Jesus was teaching. So in that sense,
couldn't be on the premises. Yeah.
I went through a near-death experience, and he had Nunzi up here and he was trying to make fun of me about it.
So you know what, Mr. B, you have a great point. So let's say, the cross offends and they don't want you to wear. Put it in just put it, tuck it in your shirt is not good enough. You had to take it off and walk it all the way to your car. That's full of shit, Mike. Don't believe it. You know what I mean? If anything, yeah, you tuck it under your shirt, and I wouldn't even do that. But to walk it all the way outside your car. Like, Mike, that makes a difference, you idiot.
And I basically pretty much died, you know, just a couple months ago, and they found me lifeless in the front yard, purple.
That's not me. That's not me. He's talking about the hospital thing, and somebody decided to do some fart noises. That wasn't me, though.
It's, you know, and he had Nunzi up here, and he was like trying to make fun of me about it. And I basically pretty much died, you know, just a couple months ago, and they found me lifeless in the front yard, purple. And I was in ICU for 10 days, and I came back, you know, so I'm happy to be here, you know, but people go through these things in life. They really do, you know, but it was my faith in God, I think, that brought me back. Yeah. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But I've changed. I can tell you that, you know, I used to be a lot more like angry and
Mikey, stop saying you changed. You haven't changed one freaking bit, bro. You're saying it's still same asshole. That experience hasn't done anything for you. You're the same asshole as always.
Stuff, and now I feel much more at peace with myself. I really do. I feel more relaxed. You know, people, you know, they go through these things in life, and it's like, wow, you know, it's like, oh my goodness. You know, and you learn a lot from your experiences in life.
But you can keep telling yourself that all you want, Mike. Nobody believes you. Not even the people on panel believe anything you're saying.
Really do. I'm not sure if you guys ever went through something where you almost passed away. I'm not sure if anybody you've been through that. But I don't know if you've ever been in ICU. ICU is where they put the feeding tubes down your nose. They put the thing in your throat to breathe for you. You know, and you wake up in the middle of it. And you got like 3 IVs in you. It's like, it is a crazy experience to go through that. You know. So it's,
yeah, I'm sure that
I told you guys, he's gonna tell this story for the rest of the year. This is gonna be his go-to. He's gonna wear this story out. He's gonna the story is gonna change from time to time. So pay attention.
that's wild to wake up to. I haven't been.
I'm telling you, I woke up and
at
like
17, and I faced my mortality at 17. So
those feeding tubes, they put them down your nose, and they tie knots on them so they don't come out. They put them down your nose all the way to your stomach, and then it's a upside down protein feeding tube because you can't eat while you're intubated. Because, you know, your mouth is it's blocked, so you're being fed by tubes, and you wake up and you're like, oh, you're just like, what the fuck is going on? Like what the hell? And it's like you come back, you know, from somewhere else. It's interesting, you know. It really is. It makes you appreciate life. It really does. I was in there for 10 days. 10 days. Yeah, and ICU for 10 days. It's tough. People were calling the hospital, and they were like,
and with Mike, okay, the more he repeats a story, the more I think is a lie. Okay, I am a Mike connoisseur, unfortunately. Okay, the more Mike repeats a story, the more I don't believe it. You understand what I'm saying? That whole feeding tube thing, the intubated thing, I still am not convinced that happened to him. I think he's full of shit.
They were actually calling.
I know Moxie kept us updated.
Yeah, it was tough.
Exactly, Kiki. He doesn't even know how to say intubated. He keeps saying something else altogether. I really don't believe he went through any of that bullshit. I just don't.
It was really, really tough. They gave me like a 20% chance of living, and here I am.
Oh shit! They gave you 20% chance of living, bro. You were fucking passed out drunk, bro. Stop it, Mike. Stop it, man. You had pneumonia and you were drinking, bro, heavily. And you wound up in a hospital, maybe in ICU, but you had no feeding tube. You had no. If you're talking about oxygen, which they put in your nose, they do that to all patients. That's what you had in your nose. It was the oxygen, bro. It was no damn feeding tube. I don't believe it.
So I'm right here, you know, but yeah.
So do you feel like you needed to, like, not needed to, but have you felt inspired to do anything different, or pick up painting, or change a certain thing in your life?
He had mud.
No, so I lost some weight.
Exactly. He had mudmonia. Okay, he didn't have pneumonia. He had mudmonia.
And then I got back into martial arts again, and I also grew closer to my family again.
When he adds,
not being so standoffish. So in other words, I'm more of
he adds, "Oh, I've changed. I'm more this. I'm more doing that." It further tells me all that intubated and that feeding tube is all bullshit, because he's lying about the changes he's made in his life. You know what I mean? I connect it all together. If you're gonna lie about how you change your life and how it changed your life, which it hasn't. You haven't changed one bit, okay? somebody that uses logic will say you're full of shit. The whole story is just full of shit.
Human. I'm trying to engage more people, and I find myself, hey, how you doing? Just like, in other words, just being more human. Because a lot of times we get standoffish, and we get like kind of like, I don't know, you want to say conceited. You think you're better than everyone else around you, and you're not. You're a normal person.
Hey, Vegas Joker, what's going on? So Vegas Joker says the night Mike got on panel in the hospital, Ladybug asked him if he was intubated, and he said no. So there you go. You know what I mean? The truth will come out eventually. I don't know if am I saying it right? Intubated. I say intubated for some reason. Yeah. So there you go. The truth. I'm telling you, he's gonna slip up from time to time. You're gonna catch him lying about this.
You need to slow your roll sometimes. So more approachable, more
approachable. My ass.
Someone's cooting. It's cooting.
It's the BBL goat that the Latino put up there.
That was the worst. Being in the hospital was the worst. You're bedridden. You're bedridden, so you have to poop in a pan. It's the worst.
Yeah, that's awful. That's awful. Well, glad you made it through that, man.
Absolute. They're the best. Yeah. Absolute best. Couldn't ask.
If you're passed out, you're not. Did he say he shit in the bedpan or something like that? How? What they usually do if you're totally out of it is that they give you a. I don't want to be gross, but you guys know what I'm talking about, right? I don't think they put a diaper on you, but they do something else, right? So yeah, how would you use a bedpan if you're out of it? If you're completely in a coma or whatever, how would you use a bedpan if you're out?
You made it through that, man.
Absolute. They're the best. Yeah. Absolute best. Couldn't ask for better care.
Exactly, Paul.
Yo, I want Jill's opinion though.
He says, "Yo, can we call him Mikey?" You can call him anything you want, Paul. Yes.
I love it. I think it's fucking great. It's the best. I'm upset that there is already an account that's the White John Galt, and he's a troll of it, because I would make an alt profile with this picture.
They do, and
for the White John Galt. Hey, Crown, what's up? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
Well, I would think. listen, I don't know, Liz. I've never been like out like that in a coma for days or anything like that, but I would think they would do. I don't even know what you call it. But they would put something up there so you can relieve yourself, and you don't make a mess on the bed. So I would think, what I mean. I will have to Google it, I guess. But Mikey's full of shit. There's no way he was using. Well, he said on another occasion that he used a pail. Pail? I said, are the hospitals making patients use a pail to go to the bathroom now? I'm using his words. He said pail.
Dude.
What's up, Shift Happens?
That's it. White John Galt. White Galt.
Yeah.
You heard of white gold, right? You heard of white gold? It's white Galt.
Yeah, that's great. That's hilarious.
He's like white gold. And he looks like Jeff Bezos. It's freaky looking. It's really freaky. I made a homemade pizza. That's why I left early. I made a homemade pizza.
He brung his own bucket from Home Depot, Mr. B says.
It's the White Gold, bro.
It's just some White Gold.
Yeah.
The shifts.
Okay, since you asked my opinion on something, I have something I wanted to ask you about. See what you thought about this, because I mean it looks fun to me just for a minute, So.
Hello.
Please don't sing.
Can you read it? It says when the.
Yeah, fuck that.
See, Mikey's never interested in videos, or he's not good for reaction channels. He doesn't want to watch videos. He wants to talk about himself.
Baby, can I get on that? Yeah, you can get on that. But I guarantee you, I'm not getting in the car and go back to home.
She doesn't get to come home after this, huh?
Nah.
You guys ever been jet skiing?
Yeah, of course.
Love jet skiing. I'm in Virginia Beach, so I'm on the ocean front. And I used to love going jet skiing. And you hit the wake and you're like flying off the jet ski. It's not as
He
extreme.
couldn't talk about the video. He could not say anything about the video. You know, have you been to jet skiing? There's a beach in Virginia. I'll go jet skiing all the time. He has to make it about himself.
It was that's like the rocket boot, whatever, with the water. But like, yeah, that's some crazy stuff. That's some crazy stuff. Like flying through the air. They have a version of that. I think the British military has it, where it's like with air, where they can fly. It's like you got to look it up. Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but it's like, yeah, that's some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys, some of you guys liked this little clip I played the other day.
What's really funny is like me, you, and Jeremy are very intellectual, and it's like people think that we're stupid, and
You
we're
didn't
not.
even say intellectual, right?
Intellectual, a very intellectual.
No, I'm completely clairvoyant. Like I'm not slurring my words.
You're clairvoyant?
Yeah.
You're completely clairvoyant.
Stupid.
And clairvoyant, intellectual.
Like fly through the air. I think it's a British military.
Mr. B says interrectal.
But they would go from like they go from ship to ship. They go from ship to ship, and then use these crazy boots, and it's like air.
Clairvoyant.
Yeah.
Stay still in the chat.
I think so. He commented not that long ago.
They can clean the house.
Yeah,
Over
he's
there,
here.
you can.
All right, go.
There you go. That's pretty good, John. I don't know what they're doing here.
Good Lord.
All right, let's forward some of this.
I guarantee he's shooting dice in an alleyway somewhere right now. Squirrel master to come out of nowhere with a nunchuck.
Let me forward this a little bit manually. Let me see.
Don't. Just don't.
It's called Tritox again.
So he basically, he covers stories, subjects.
No, Jules, don't do
does like kind of a reaction channel and stuff like that. So he does a little bit of everything. Shout out to Latino and Jules.
No?
I'll fuck with you.
That should give you your answer.
All right, let me forward some of this.
So that's Latino rubbing off of Jules. That is.
I think I honestly think that's an interesting topic because I don't believe in someone that's bisexual. I do believe if you lay with the same sex, then you're gay. I mean, I'm just that's my opinion. I'm not saying they're a bad person or I'm better or they're worse than me. It's just like, but I mean.
Yeah, but you use the F word a lot, Mike. You use the F word a lot, and that's a pretty bad thing to say about those people. You know what I mean? Using the F word every chance you get, and then you go sit with somebody that's gay and kiss his ass for the whole time that you're up there. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird with you, Mike.
How can you like both? To me, it doesn't make sense. Like I said, I'm not speaking for anyone else, but I've never looked at a dude and went, "Damn, that guy looks good." I mean, it's never happened with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can say, well, that dude can dress, or that guy's got suave. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn,
Well, I do have a clip. I will have to find it of you saying your wife did something to you.
I appreciate his swag.
Stop supporting this queer shit, OG.
My gay friend will say that when people say they're bi, they're just in denial about being gay.
Do you think they're
supporting this queer shit, OG?
Yeah. And I can think, young lady, I think that they're afraid of fully coming out.
Fully queer shit.
Me and my girlfriend went to the movies. It was
being who they
movie
truly
night.
are.
Went to
Stop supporting this queer shit, OG.
That's it. And people will argue that homosexuality is a mental illness. So it's interesting to kind of look at both, like, because it's not.
I had anal sex. I had anal sex with my wife one time, and it wasn't for me.
There you go. There you go. You know what I mean? Even trying it. Okay, you tried it. to see if you liked it. I suspect you liked it.
Natural. It's not within God's parameters. But
What's up,
at the
Chicken?
end of the day, so you will.
Shout out to Chicken.
We will say that it's not natural, but then we're not supposed to judge them in God's eyes.
Are they smoking? Or are they gay? It's okay to smoke.
So the one thing I do know, and I know this for a fact, I see it with my own eyes. The girls in the clubs, like when my 20s and stuff, the girls would go into the bathroom, they'd make out and stuff. I'm not sure if you guys know about that allure, but like girls love kissing other girls.
Jules,
so
No,
Jules,
that's
do
not.
tell.
Maybe some do.
Well, I mean,
No,
Jules, do tell.
I never did that. No.
yeah.
Jules, were you filling up on other chicks?
Mikey, you're fantasizing now. I don't. That statement, girls like kissing other girls. I don't, unless they're, lesbians or whatever. You know what I mean? Not hating, but girls do not like kissing other girls. Not all girls, anyway. You're generalizing people.
Girls.
Jules,
No,
Jules,
that's
do
not.
tell.
Maybe some do.
Well, I mean,
No,
Jules, do tell.
I never did that. No.
Yeah.
Jules, were you filling up on other chicks, bra sizes and shit?
No. No.
Did you guys like sizing Oriellas up and all that?
Yeah.
No, you guys think we do all this weird.
No, I don't, because this is the thing.
I mean,
This
men
is
and
the thing.
women.
This is the thing. Most white dudes, for some reason, think that, and I'm just like, yo, what movie are you guys watching that you guys think that this is like a real thing?
He just.
I dated a girl. She was a stripper, right? And I was 20.
Yes,
I was 21,
yes.
and I was a good-looking guy back then. I was. 20.
I agree with you, Paul. I think he's watching a lot of corn. Let's say it that way. Yo, stop watching so much corn, bro.
1 year old, and I dated a stripper, and against all my good judgment, and she was allegedly both ways, and she'd bring girls back to the house, and they would like mess around, and after a while, I'm like,
this is Mikey fantasizing. He's just so full of shit. I don't think I've ever heard him. He's never said this before. I could be wrong. That he dated a stripper, brung girls home, and they messed around or whatever. Mikey, you're full of shit, bro. You're fantasizing. This is what a 15-year-old, a young boy would say. You know what I mean? This is what a virgin would say. Somebody that is really not all there. You know what I mean? Not quite an adult would say.
He'd bring girls back to the house, and they would like mess around, and after a while, I'm like, this is really kind of sacrilege. It's like this is weird. But
okay,
there are people out there that, like you said, they are stuck between coming out and just saying, hey, you know what?
Yeah, that's what most straight men would do. Would stop and say, "Oh no, this is sacrilegious. No, oh no," and take out his cross and run straight to the church, right, Mikey? All right, you're full of shit, bro.
But if you lay with the same sex, you're gay. I mean, it is what it is. So just be yourself. And she was gorgeous. Goodness gracious, she was gorgeous. And yeah, I mean, that's what shit. That was 32 years ago. That's a long time ago. But what a time. What a time back then.
Maybe it was a guy that you brought home. You sure that was a woman, Mike? You sure? Are you sure?
My God. Yeah, gas was $1. You can pay your rent for $7.50. I mean, what?
When was gas $1, bro? How old are you, Mike? When was that? When was gas $1? In the 1950s, 60s? What the fuck? What do you mean?
Yeah, gas was $1. You can pay your rent for $7.50. I mean, what a time back then, man. Goodness, Oh man.
You having menage a trois, Mike?
Have I indulged in that? Yes, I have. I have done that before. I have. I'm not going to lie about it. In my 20s, when I was young and dumb.
Were you able to satisfy both women?
Yes, I was.
Of course he's going to say yes. Would you expect him to say no? Because it didn't happen anyway. Mikey had no vagina. I can't even say it. No, he didn't have two women. No, he didn't.
Sure. Yes, I'm sure. I was.
Menage a
yeah, I was very vibrant back then. Very vibrant. Yeah.
He was very vibrant. Really? I don't know. Not based on things you said in the past.
I was very vibrant back then. Very vibrant. Yeah. yeah. It was to the point where the girl that I was dating ended up going downstairs to get something to drink, and I just kept going with the other ones. But remember, I'm 21 years old. I'm So I'm not in my 50s, you know, doing this stuff, you know, but it was something else. And then I caught feelings for the girl.
He was dumb.
And then it just messed everything up because, like, who do you pick? And it's just like, it's just weird. It's just so, it was yeah. And then after that, I got with somebody. I was with her for 6 years, and it was, you know, a regular standard relationship. You know, it wasn't a weirdness going on. But you know, when you're in the clubs and stuff,
in a relationship, you didn't have threesomes anymore.
No, very faithful. No, very, very faithful. Yeah.
No, you wasn't, bro. You had a kid while allegedly married. I don't think you were married, but you had another kid from another woman, bro. How were you faithful? That's not faithful, bro.
Didn't have threesomes anymore.
No, very faithful. No, very, very faithful. Yeah. When I was with her,
I mean, so did she trust that friend around you?
It was me and the girl we're talking about with the other girl. We only dated for like 3 or 4 months. It was a short time, you know. And
were they both friends? I mean, they had to.
Yeah, they were friends, all right. They were friends, all right. If you know what I mean, they were really good friends. And
you were still dating?
Yeah. They were always they were, and I knew right away it wasn't going anywhere. It was like one of those things where you meet somebody and it's like you're just having fun in the moment, you know. And it's just but it was never going to go anywhere because it's, you know, girl's a skank, you know, it's just a skank. That's all it is, you know.
And then that guy said, Mike sounds like he's been watching Three's Company reruns. Yeah, that's exactly, dude. He listen, most 98 point. I mean, there's some truth in Mike's story. Very rarely this menage a trois shit. No, none of this is true. There's some truth to some of the stories, but very minimal. You know what I mean? He kind of adds on. He takes away from story. He uses other people's stories to tell his. Just like when he went over to the ladies that lost kids. You know, God bless. He went up there and under false pretense, pretending that he was a therapist to help. So yeah, he kind of he's a chameleon of sorts, you know. And I mean, he's busted pretty quick. He doesn't stand the test of time when it comes to stuff like that. But Mike is a bad liar. He's one of the worst liars ever.
And any girl's going to bring another girl in the bed with you. It's like, that's not someone you should actually be with in a relationship. You know, it could be a fling, but no, after that, I had 2 very long relationships, 6 years and 11 years after those 2, after her. And no, there was never any, nothing like that. I was very content on the person I was with, very happy, very content. Did we dirty talk? Did we, girls do sexy outfits, and, you keep it lively, with the person you're with, but never another person, never. When I'm in a relationship, that's disgraziato, as we'd say in Italian. No, it's disgraceful. You don't cross that boundary when you actually have something.
How long has Mike been single? I think a very long time. I don't know the number. I'm just asking. But you can tell Mike has been single for a very long time. Why? He's not in the dating scene. He's not in dating mode. What woman would want to be attached to him? You know what I mean? I don't think he's even open to the idea of sharing his life with anybody. You know what I mean? I just, God bless. I think there's somebody for everybody out there. You know what I mean? God bless. You know what I mean? I don't think we're here to be by ourselves, whatever age. You know what I mean? But Mikey he's just one of those people that you can tell that he's not going to make anybody happy. He doesn't make himself happy. He doesn't respect the people that live with him, which are his parents. So why would you think that Mikey will make a woman happy at this point?
Emotionally invested in somebody, you don't cross that boundary, because once you cross that boundary, you're really not with them. You're with both of them. So that's really not a relationship.
You can probably pay for it. You can pay for some punani, but I don't think anybody will want to be with Mikey.
If that makes sense. And like I said, I'm not putting anyone down. People have all these different kind of crazy relationships, like polyamorous and fucking, people are married to 2 people at once. Hey, listen, that's just not for me. When I'm with somebody, I want to be with her and her only. And I want to take pride in that. That's just me. That's old school.
That's
what do
how
you
it
think?
should be. Hey, yeah, I agree with you. I think that's how it should be.
Yeah.
And you can just there's a lot more deeper things that come with time with being with someone if you're.
Yeah. That's a good point, John.
So can you speak to Mangy Bro?
But sometimes people hate what they can't have. and that's Mikey. When you hear Mikey disrespecting women all over these YouTube streets more than he does the men, that to me that says a lot. You know, yeah, I never seen Mikey respect a woman. It always goes left, and he always goes real dirty, real quick. No respect for women whatsoever. I remember the arguments with him and Megan. You know, if those that remember, you know, Megan is not a very vile. She's not a vile person. She roasts in a very decent way, but he would say the most horrific, with death upon her, all types of shit. So yeah, he hates what he can't have, which is a good woman.
Read it and then speak to it.
I
don't know what
can't
he's
see it.
about.
Indy Mom, what's going on,
Says,
Indy?
Mike, tell the story of the skank at Dollar Tree again.
No. So Mangy Bros is a troll, and I'm not going to address that.
Mangy.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know. I don't know what's going on.
Raphael's in it. Yeah. Mangy Bros. I know who that is. That's an old gay guy who follows me around. So yeah.
Shout out to Mangy Bros.
So have a good time, Combat. Have a good time, buddy.
So Mangy Bros is Combat Wombat. Ah, okay. Yeah, if you listen to Mikey, you'll never get anything right.
Round. So yeah. So have a good time, Combat. Have a good time, buddy. But no, the whole thing is that, you know, you can have parameters in relationships. In other words, if you are looking to just have fun with somebody, just literally have fun and, you know, bang away, then go for it. But if you literally have feelings for somebody, don't muddy the waters, if that makes sense to you. Don't muddy the waters if you truly care about the person. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's all.
We have
Yeah,
someone.
I'm a real.
Why I put this up? Hey
Yeah.
Rax, do you know Rax, Mike? Rax, are you gonna porn bomb us?
I don't know who that person is.
All right, let me see who's coming up.
See, I wondered if that was gonna be
Oh,
Jules, Latino, or
I think what's his name came up. Shoot, damn, let me see if they can hear him.
anyway. I removed him real quick. See, I wondered if that was gonna be.
Let me see.
Hey
Yeah.
Rax, do you know Rax, Mike? Rax, are you gonna porn bomb us?
I don't know who that person is. I have no clue.
Well, I'm gonna.
No clue.
Hey, Mike, why are you talking about your son's dick? You fucking.
That was Prime. That was Prime. I forgot his name.
Get rid of that. That's Prime.
Anyway, I removed him real quick. See, I wondered if that was gonna be something. There we go.
Yep. Really, really sick. That. Yeah.
All right. That is not endorsed by Jules, Latino, or let's talk about 1212.
What's going on, Terry? Good to see you.
But you know,
Terry.
at the end of the day,
Terry Christopher's in the house.
at the end of the day, young lady, I don't disparage anybody for wanting to have, like, if people are in open relationships, stuff like that. Like I said, listen, you know, live your best life. It's just not for me.
That's not me, by the way, guys.
You know, I'm more of a romantic. I like to be with one person and one person only.
You don't even have one, which is really sad, Mike. You know, I say that not in a bad way, but you're talking about, dude, you don't even have one woman in your life. You're not even dating. What happened to your girlfriend, the black girlfriend that was a nurse? What happened to her?
Focus on that one person and just live your best life, you know? But there's always that temptation of, like, you know, kind of going left or right, you know, with somebody else, you know, but it's always there. It is always there.
Really.
It really, really is.
You got Maggie upset, Mike. Mikey says, F you, Mike, for revealing on Ann Wombat and Amanda Erickson. Jesus Christ.
Have you ever been with somebody who tried to maybe introduce someone else within your circle? You know, there was in the bedroom.
Bondage whipping.
You ever had someone try to do that?
I have. I had a boyfriend when I was about 20, maybe 19 or 20, and he was a little bit older than me. He was like
making jungle love.
30. No, it was a white guy. It's a white guy. And no, but he was like, oh, you know, this woman's coming back to town, and when she left, we agreed that we would hook up. When she came back, would you be interested in joining? And I was like, no, peace out, go have fun. And I broke up with them. And he was like, no, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, dude, you can't.
I mean, listen, I don't kink shame, but any man that would actually their wife, I mean, it has to be a serious relationship. Man, you know how fast I will get slapped, even though I never had that in my mind to ask my lady something like that. But let's see what Mikey has to say.
Want to just fuck somebody else and like think I'm gonna want to hang out, you know? So yeah, I have had that happen. Then I also have had.
I guess if it's something that's not serious, is that you're in the dating phase, and I guess he shot his shot and you shot him down. Now I guess you're not into that. I guess you know what I mean. I don't think there's people that do that, obviously, but I don't think it's for like serious relationships.
A work situation where the woman, like I had a good like working relationship with the woman. She was a wholesaler with my company in like a totally different state, you know, but like when we would have, you know, conventions or meetings and stuff, you know, we'd talk and hang out. You know, I talked to her on the phone every day.
Oh, that's right.
And
I
so
forgot
one
about
time
that.
she came to one of our events and she was sitting really close to me. It was like at the night when we're just, you know, having cocktails and whatever. And like she grabbed my hand and put it on her like above her knee on her thigh, not super.
I have two comments here. I got it. And that guy says, "You people are crazy. What woman wouldn't want to be with a 50-year-old alcoholic that lives with his parents and has a tumultuous relationship with his children and forgot unemployed?" Yes. And Paul wrote, skydiving with, yes, that's right. He went skydiving with his girlfriend. I forgot about that. Yes. Was it this past Valentine? I think it was, right? Can you tell Milk figuratively suffocated any girlfriend he had? Maybe it was literal too. Okay. Shout out to Spike. Good to see you, Spike.
Brian. And she's just like holding my hand on her leg. And I'm like, this is different. Okay. You know, and then.
All right, let's forward this a little bit. Shout out to George.
Story.
Okay, you know, whatever.
I think Mikey Perry passed out.
On the coffee table. Me and I almost said her name. Potter, thanks for the.
I was there. See, I was telling Mike to shut up because they were trying to talk and he kept interrupting. So I kind of showed my face in there.
Offer, but no, thank you. I'm like, come on, but it's my birthday. It's my birthday. Like, dude started yelling. I was like, oh my God. And me and the other young kid, we just ran the fuck out of there and we just went and smoked some weed and chilled and, you know, just chatted, whatever. No, I didn't hook up with that guy either. But yeah, I've had some like insurance people are fucking crazy. Yeah.
So you're like,
I've had some interesting experiences.
Yeah.
Or non.
So I was. So I sold cars, right?
Skydiving with a blow up doll that's gotta be crazy. Imagine skydiving with a blow up doll. Oh my God, it would take 3 days for the blow up doll to come down, I would think, right? And it'd be the slowest fall ever. Okay, let me play this again. All right.
And I was extremely successful. And then there was 6 people that always win an all-inclusive trip. And it was to the Dominican Republic. Right? It's all-inclusive resort. In other words, everything is paid for. It looks like I can't explain how beautiful it was.
Story time with Mikey. Here we go.
All food, all drinks, everything. I think I was drunk for like 8 days. But
that I believe. Yeah. That I believe.
It's literally like debauchery central. Like everybody's drunk, everybody's coked out. Like I drank, but I never touched drugs. But I remember
booger sugar.
Oh, dude. And the Coke in Dominican Republic is flake.
See, when Mikey talks about drugs like that, oh, the drugs were flaky, it was crystal. Dude, don't say you haven't tried drugs because the way you talk about it, okay, you have tried it. There's no doubt in my mind, Mikey, you have done the booger sugar. There's no doubt.
You are fucked up. And they sell it right on the beach and right in front of the cops.
That's a lie. That's a damn lie. You know, listen, nowhere, unless it's even Amsterdam, and they don't even do it there in front of the cops, unless you live in Kensington here in Philly, which is kind of, believe it or not, Kensington has gotten better. Believe it or not, it's not as bad as it's slowly but surely going in the right direction. That's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah.
We'll just sell it right in front of the CA. And so I worked at Toyota, right? I was a top Toyota guy. Then my top Honda guy was like one of my best friends in the company. So I'm 6'3", at the time I'm like 230. He's
nobody asked you about your weight and your height. You're talking about cars, bro.
6'4", probably like 250. We're big dudes, right? And we're hanging out and stuff. They thought we were football players. That's what they thought, like at the hotel.
Yeah.
And so I am one floor above him. So I go one floor down. And I think
Lumi Dummy says, so you're a cokehead, Mike. Shout out to Lumi Dummy.
It was like 11 o'clock in the morning. And I wanted to see if he wanted to go hang out, because he's my guy. He's my boy. He's my guy. And he opens the door. He's got 2 Canadian girls in his room. And he's got rails of coke on the freaking dresser. He goes, come on in. I'm like, no. I was like, just give me a call later.
This sounds like a movie. This is not even a story. This is something he watched in a movie.
Bro, I'm out. Like he had 2 thick white girls in his room and just cocaine like you wouldn't believe. And they kept trying to sell it to me. Like I'd be at the pool. He goes, cocaine? I'm like, no, I'm good. Because I don't do drugs, right? I'm like, I'm good. But like literally, like everybody was drunk and high and just living their best life. But he had, and he's married with kids, right? He's got 2 bitches in his room. He goes, yo, you want me to come upstairs? I'm like, no, I'm good, man. I'm good. Because I at the time I had a girlfriend, right? So I didn't indulge. But then, the third night, she broke up with me over the phone. So I was like, all right, fuck it. We went into town. And it was on.
I'm saying, John and Mr. B, he said they sell it right in front of the cops. Is that true? I guess that statement is true. I don't know if he was talking about the Netherlands, but I guess, yes. I stand corrected.
Dominican girls, forget it. I mean, they love some American dudes. This guy was like a monster. He was just like slinging chicks left and right. Holy shit. But no, he was messing with that cocaine. I was like, nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. But I didn't know what it was because he opened the door and I look over and it's just this big white.
Yeah, but first of all, you don't call it cocaine. There's no such word. It's cocaína. The same word they use in Puerto Rico, you use in Santo Domingo. So cocaína, what is that? And by the way, unfortunately, the girls that do like the Americans are loose. Okay, they look for tourists. Single tourists, if anything, they're not the top of the line. You know what I mean? They do what they got to do to get money, I guess. You know what I mean? I'm not hating on them, but Mikey, they're not all they claim to be. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to degrade them or anything like that, but yeah, Mike, whatever.
Line going across the fucking entertainment center. I'm like, yeah, I'm good, man. I'm out of here. But no, people get all fucked up. And then every time I went to one of the bars, they're like, you need anything? Because they're always trying to get tips from you. But I'm telling you, it's a wild scene. People live a wild life. I was 29 years old. I'm in my 50s now, but what a crazy time back then. And I look back because we went, so check this out. So we gave one of the bartenders, we gave him $100 each US. We didn't realize it's 274 pesos for $100. So we basically gave him like $550 just to kind of take care of us for the night. And we went into town. Oh my God. You go into like the clubs in Punta Cana. Oh shit. It was crazy. It was the craziest scene ever. And all the girls, they line up against the back wall and you just pick one. It's like surreal. And then there's like,
it sounds like that movie Traffic with Johnny Depp. There's a lot of scenes like, and hearing him talk about the way it went down, it sounds a little bit. There's some parts of that movie that sound like Mikey's story. That's all I'm saying.
Bar fights and shit. It's like,
Lumi Dummy says, "Tu apestas, Mike," which means you stink, Mike. Shout out to Lumi Dummy.
Fuck is this? Yeah, so it's a crazy scene. So sorry to cut you guys off. But and we went back a second time 3 years later, and it was a lot less crazy. But man, what a wild, when you travel outside the country, it is no holds barred. It's a wild scene. It really is. And the Spanish
are so, it reminds me of being young and going to Tijuana because I live in San Diego. So we would go down to Tijuana to party because they don't care how much you drink. and they would have 2-for-1 drinks. And so the first time you think you're going there, you think that 2 and you know,
like entire bottles of booze in your room. And then when the housekeepers would walk by, you just would say, "Give me more bottles," and the housekeepers would try to bang you.
The housekeepers, bro. Are you serious, bro? So all the women wanted to bang you, Mike? Jesus Christ. He tells these unbelievable stories.
To walk by, you just would say, "Give me more."
It sounds more like a corn movie. You know what I mean? It sounds more like a corn movie.
Bottles, and the housekeepers would try to bang you. I swear to God. I'm like, whoa, this is crazy as shit. You know, would you like me to come in? I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm all right.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Hey, real quick though,
they wanted to clean the room, you maniac. That's why they wanted to go in the room. It probably stank to high heaven, bro. They didn't want no parts of you, bro.
Reminded me of another clip I had. Okay, you guys got to hear that.
Homeland Security busting this sophisticated underground tunnel that connected the area of Tijuana, Mexico, to a retail store in San Diego. It was 55 feet underground and was longer than 5 football fields. Now, U.S. officials say it had reinforced walls, had electricity, ventilation, and get this, a rail system. Investigators were surveilling the retail store for months because of suspicious activity, and that led to the seizure of $45 million worth of cocaine and the eventual discovery of that tunnel. Now, 4 people.
All right, let's move this forward.
The cartels that this investigation, we're trying to do it.
And be quiet about it. Then you can manipulate that. But the tunnels have been around.
It wasn't just for drugs. I'm sure there was human trafficking going on.
Oh no, no doubt. They take them under there. They transport. You know, I worked in law enforcement for years.
Oh my
God. And I'm telling you, it's just it's very, very scary what they can accomplish under everyone's nose.
I swear, he has said this in this one live stream. He must have said that at least 6-7 times, and he says it on almost every live stream that he was former law enforcement. No, you weren't, Mike, and you know this, but you keep saying it. I think he's so used to saying that bullshit that he can't even help himself at this point.
You know, but the government has tunnels as well. Government has tunnels going all the way across America. You know, with the trains and the systems and stuff like that. But the cartels adapted that because they were basically flying drugs and transporting drugs through boats. And they were getting intercepted constantly. So now the new thing.
It says, sounds like the movie La Bamba when Richie and his brother went over to the border.
Is these tunnels. But it's not something new. It's been around for a very long time. Very long time.
Yeah, they've been there a long time.
Very long time.
I have a story of my friend that lived in Nevis and Puerto Rico, and he has a story from when he was young, when he got hired off the street and
of drug we don't see. Another thing is that one of the most interesting things I've seen is that the CIA agent that just got busted with $40 million in gold bars. Did you see that?
No.
And $2 million in cash. $42 million. He got busted in Alexandria. I used to work in Alexandria. So you got to look that up, man. How do you get $40 million in gold bars in your house? How is that possible? It had to be some kind of smuggling program. Had to be, So, it's astonishing. I can't Google it right now, but he got busted. I don't know who tipped them off to him, but he had gold bars in his.
You ever notice Mikey never Googles anything? He never says, "Oh, hold on. Let me Google this real quick." Never Googles anything.
House and millions of dollars in cash. It's wild, the stuff out there.
Does he have ties to Bob Menendez by chance?
I'm not sure, but it says he did work for the CIA. He did, so you can Google it. And $40 million in gold bars and $2 million in cash, CIA, and it should pop up. But that's something I can't even explain that. I wish I had $40 million. Come
on, Angel.
But that is insane, amount of money to have. And it was in his house. It wasn't hidden somewhere or buried. It was just in his closet. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, so somebody had to give him up. Somebody had to give the guy up. But I just can't imagine like waking up and having $42 million. You know,
he knows a lot about nothing. It's just stories. You know what I mean? Just drunken stories most of the time.
All across my face like you wouldn't believe. You know, I would get the heck out of the country. I'd be out of there, you know. But there's so much corruption going on. There really, really is. You know, and then all the stuff, all the Medicare fraud and the fraud of with the child centers in Minnesota, where it's like
these dramatic new details
tons of
about a
money.
CIA officer arrested after officials found gold bars at his home.
They just cut him off. All right, let's forward some of
That he
that.
lied. But this liaison.
Okay.
But it's all about.
Told you. Can you imagine having $42 million in your house? I'd be gone. I'd take that stuff and be gone, bro.
I'm surprised that his phone can hold that weight.
42 million. I told you $40 million in gold, bro. Holy, that's a big ass chain.
But you know, the whole, but speaking of chain, I'm going to go in another direction, chain of custody, whatever. Like if you think
Mikey with that type of money would just, it'd be just I don't think he would do much with the money. The house would be full of old, just drunken, just old bottles of vodka. I mean, it's like with his attitude and the type, he would probably buy some punani, but I don't see Mikey with money. I don't think Mikey would be happy with money. He's one of those people that not even money would ever change him. It's his attitude. It's the way he carries himself. That's the problem with Mikey. So imagine him. He'll just be a millionaire that's an asshole. You know what I mean? He'll go through that money so fast on vodka and bullshit and drinking and yeah, I just don't see it.
one gold bar into a bank, they might be like, "Where the fuck did you get this? We need."
You'd have to, yeah, exactly.
All right, let's
legal,
see.
but like they have to get with the broker. It's usually out of Los Angeles or New York City. You know, large gold purchases because you're talking about millions of dollars. You know, in gold. You know, so you're right though. You're right. It's just going to raise a lot of suspicion. So it's like almost like you have this thing that is so valuable, but how the hell do you sell it? You know, it's like diamonds. You get a
well, he's already a millionaire. I forget that.
Things, you know,
if you're CIA, it's probably easy to get a black.
Yeah, my bad, Prairie. You know, I forget things. He's already a millionaire. What am I talking about? He already has millions.
Connect actually. You know,
it seems like
rate.
Yeah, it seems like to me that he was basically buying and selling secrets with the gold. You know, so like I mean, I don't know. You know, it's. But it's funny how anonymous. Like if you look at that guy, right? If you look at that guy on the street, you wouldn't think he was a high level CIA agent. Like they're so anonymous looking. Like you don't really realize who they really are. He looks like some dude that might work at Kroger, you know, like a department store or something. You know, like you don't. These people are like trained professional killers and stuff. Like so, yeah. But to have that amount of value of precious metals and $2 million in cash,
all right,
would never know. Looks like the dude that just lives next door with white socks on and Velcro shoes. You would never think this person's actually a spy. You would never think it, you know. But
yeah, like in Meet the Fockers.
That's it. But to have you explain to me how you can have $40 million in gold in your house without other people being involved. There's no freaking way.
Yeah,
$40 million. There's got to be a network of people.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm sure more people are going to be added to this case.
All right.
Fucking fools, you know, they say fuck around and find out.
I'll
Fuck
just
around
say
and
it.
find out.
That's it. They have scramblers that can turn off communication systems. In other words, they can disable, you know, cameras and stuff. There's different things that the government has. Some of the government. So if they really want to get to somebody, they can get to somebody. You know. So I don't know.
Yeah, the government will get you. The police department. All you got to do is not pay your child support, right, Mikey? Yeah. Don't pay your child support. You get to meet the cops real quick.
And what does a jail guard make? A jail guard makes $50,000. You go up to two jail guards, they'll give you both $1 million, you know, to fall asleep, so to speak, you know, and turn the camera off. Of course they're going to do it, you know. So it's something else. It really is.
So why didn't you pay the prison? Not the prison, the jail. Why didn't you pay your millionaire, Mikey? You could have gave them each, you know, $100,000 to get out of jail to your friend, to your cop friend.
Human beings are so corruptible. We can be corrupted so easily with monetary gain. We really can. You know, you don't worry about. Yeah.
They should get paid a little bit more than that, though. That's pretty bad, especially because you're in a more dangerous environment.
Sure.
You know?
Well, corrections and law enforcement are two different things. You know, like the jail guards are not—they're not actually law enforcement; they're jailers. You know, in Virginia, they're jailers. Yeah,
it's
it is.
so
No, it's very dangerous.
My father-in-law was a corrections officer in and Soledad. So
yeah,
I've heard all kinds of stories like that.
It's rough. I was a
and
conservative of the peace.
It's not safe.
It was rough. I was a conservative of the peace, and and having to take people through the Sally Port and take them through intake, and people are going crazy and kicking walls, and it's a wild.
Dude, I'm not gonna keep saying this. All right, conservative peace is basically a security guard with a little bit more power, I guess. You're not taking anybody to Sally Port. You're not walking in any type of prisoners. That's not what a conservative peace does, bro.
Wild scene, especially people that are under the influence or having mental issues or just wilding out. It's a difficult thing. Luckily for me, I'm a bigger guy, but there are some officers that are smaller. So it's difficult.
I don't even know why women are in corrections. Why do they have female officers, smaller guys? Like, I get it in the women's prisons, right? But I've seen some of those 90 Days In shows, and they have a woman, a CO in a male prison. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like that's not safe.
Well, when I went through everything, and when I was working, I'm 6'3". I was about 235-ish. I'm a bigger guy, in shape, not fat. But I would work. I had a partner that I worked with in Norfolk, and she was smaller, female, and I'm sorry, but she was pretty much worthless. Like, she wouldn't.
You know what? He said this before a long time ago about women cops not being worthless. Dude, you know what? That even to me, that even gives me more proof that he wasn't a cop at one time. To say that women cops are worthless, yeah, you weren't a cop, bro. It's bullshit. Watch what he says.
Or female, and I'm sorry, but she was pretty much worthless. Like, she wouldn't engage. She wouldn't put hands on people. It's like, what am I doing? I'm basically by myself. I mean, she had a firearm, of course, she had a gun, but it's like, you're not even helping me get this person down.
Are there cops that complain maybe about the women cop, the female cops? Yes, but not openly like this. You know what I mean? That's what tells me Mike was never a cop. I don't think a cop would ever say this publicly. You know what I mean? How are they worthless? That's the lack of respect that Mikey has for women in general, that he thinks that female police officers are worthless.
I'm basically by myself. I mean, she had a firearm, of course, she had a gun, but it's like, you're not even helping me get this person down. So it's a very subjective opinion. Should women be in those positions? And if you're asking me, a woman has to be maybe trained, physically trained, has that wherewithal to really scruff it out. And I think that's the reason why women are not allowed in combat in the military. So, I mean, like I said, I can't speak on that, but it's just, a woman is more of a supportive role than more of an aggressive role. But have I met some really great women officers? I have. I actually met quite a few, but they are physically half as strong as me. Half. Like, if I want to throw her around.
If I was a cop, if I'm in the front lines, I would. And I had to choose between Mike and a woman. I would obviously choose the woman, because I think you're worthless, Mike.
Room I can. She has to shoot me. So that's the problem when it comes to, like, women.
Honestly, not me. I'm not doing those fart noises. I have a lot of gadgets back here and a lot of sound effects, but that's not me. That's Latino. I think he's doing it on purpose with some of Mike's statements.
And smaller officers. So, like, an officer is like, 5'4", 140 pounds. Like, you're not going to fight a guy 275. I mean, come on, But, whatever.
Yeah, they train. Listen, women cops train just like the men. If they don't pass, they don't pass. If you see a woman cop, I give her as much respect as any man cop. And if they, as far as have you ever heard on the news that a woman cop couldn't do her job or this and that? No, I don't see it. Not in the way that Mikey says it is, like such a disrespect for women that are cops. You know what I mean? When they deserve as much respect as the men. You know what I mean? They're out there, out in those streets, risking their life just like the men do. So I don't know what Mike is talking about.
It's like, you're not going to fight a guy 275. I mean, come on, But, whatever. It's subjective. Subjective argument.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I'm just gonna go totally. This is totally off topic, but I saved it from earlier, so we're just gonna play it real quick for a quick joke.
Alcohol has so many female hormones in it. Once you drink too much, you can't drive. Nonsense.
You know that you are a fucking bastard, right?
Definitely.
So
shout out to all those women police officers out there risking their lives for the people.
I won yesterday, and the lady's like, you know that, and that's why he's watching porn.
You know, because maybe
I think it's about it.
Mike,
you could have been old, been over it.
However, like,
not sure. It's been a long time.
So shout out to Latino and Jules. They got a great little channel over there. I appreciate
I know
it.
it's bad timing and all, but I have to take a minute as well.
They have a great little channel over there. So go pay a visit over there. Somebody dropped the link. What do I have here? I have something else here.
Was complete ass.
Oh, I have I already
combative and just like, just a jerk, rude.
Yeah.
And then after about 4 days, it just went. And then I was a different person. And they said to me, the nurses said, wow, you're just a really nice person. But I was apprehensive and a jerk off. I was mean in the first couple days. But it's like when you're coming off of alcohol or an addiction, you're not yourself.
Yeah, you heard
you're
that?
not your true self.
Yeah.
You're in a different realm.
Oh, I think y'all can hear the ice cream truck in the background. Yeah. In the cities of Philly.
But when you come off of it, you become back to who you truly are. And it's amazing. And then when I came off of it, all of the nurses literally, they were in love with me. They're like, oh, I love you. And they were in love with me, bro. They were like bringing me, like, I swear to God, to God, they're like, you're the nicest guy ever. They're like bringing me extra Coca-Colas and it's like an extra meals, and it's like, oh, it's great, And I said, I love. And I looked up, I said, I love you. And then they had to wipe my butt. They had to wipe my butt when I pooped in a freaking pail. Like,
well, there you go. Mike poops in a freaking pail. How about that, huh? Mikey pooping in a pail. What happened to all those bedpan jokes, bro? You pooping in pails, bro. That's maybe because you're an orangutan. They couldn't just give you a regular bedpan. They had to give you a pail. I have to get a cat someday. Nurses way professional them. I don't know. That whole story about listen. Nobody wanted Mike to pass away anyway. That is self-inflicted stuff like that. I tend not to feel sorry for people that do things to themselves, like drink themselves into a stupor. Okay, falling out in the field because one day he said field. It wasn't even in his front yard. Okay, in the brushes and in the bushes and all that. That's self-inflicted. He's gonna keep telling that story, and that story is gonna keep changing. So yeah, let me get out of here, guys. Listen, it was nice to be with you guys out here today. Yes, sir. It was lots of fun today. Lots of funny stuff. All right, so. There was 10 gifted by me today. Well, you two. Shout out to the settlement. Shout out to John. Shout out to Stacy AB. Thank you guys. I appreciate everybody. Let me get out of here. Get some dinner in me. Shout out. Dude wore his hospital wristband. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, who does that? Dude, I want that thing off so fast. You can wear your hospital wristband. That's narcissistic to the 10th degree. You know what I mean? Why are you wearing your hospital wristband after a week or 2 weeks? You're looking for pity? You're looking for top topics to talk about, and it's always going to be about yourself because that's all. The best subject Mikey talks about is himself. You know what I mean? And it's funny to me. But shout out to Liz. Shout out to Mr. B. Shout out to Spike and all you guys. To Nova. To John, to Paul. Shout out to Paul. Yo, Paul, go check out Paul's video. it's really, really interesting. It had me, actually had me, it's really interesting, really interesting type of content that he's locked into. So shout out to Paul, man. I think he finally found his mix. Shout out to Mangy, Vegas Joker, all you guys, man. Have a great week, everybody. I'll be back in a few days. I got my people that send me links when anytime Mike is up on the panel, somebody will send me a link eventually. So there's no doubt. Sometimes I don't get the links as fast as I want to, but I do get them. So I appreciate you guys. And by the way, I'm planning to do another Origins series, kind of condensed into I don't know if you guys remember, I did a whole Origins, Mikey's beginnings and all that. I'm going to try to do that, but in a smaller scale. You know what I mean? That way I can do it all on one live stream, and it won't take me a week to do. So just look out for that. I'm working on that. I'm also going to be probably doing some music stuff over there. The other channel, what is it? Angels Music Rental Video, music videos and stuff like that. So stay tuned. I usually post everything on my community page, so stay tuned for that. All right, guys. So peace, love, and Found Life Reacts. I love you guys. All right, guys. Have a great, great, great week. All right. I am out of here, guys. All right. Peace.